We are live, baby. We are live. Live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtech is in the building. So, guys, what's up? What's up, Jimmy, Tim, DC? What's up, DC? What is up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Up, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtech, baby. Alex Rawtech. So, guys, the crazy crap is that Boost Mobile still giving me unlimited internet. Like, I'm not even joking with you guys. Boost Mobile is still giving me truly unlimited internet. Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Really, it helps out the algorithm. So Boost Mobile is still giving me truly unlimited data. Like, I'm not even joking with you guys. I have used like 105 gigs, 105 gigs, and I thought my doctor's appointment was today, but no, it's tomorrow, Wednesday, just in case. I spoke to Verizon today, Alex. Okay, and what did they tell you? Alex, where you is the hold on. My what? My hammer? I don't know what you put there, broski. Um, but yeah, Boost Mobile is still giving me unlimited data. So far I have used 103 gigabytes. 103 gigabytes on the T-Mobile network, and my data is still fast. Still fast. Oh, my microphone's right here. It's right here. It's connected. This is the new mic. I like this. It has a little strong magnet. So, you know, the new mic is right here. It's already attached to the computer. That's how you guys are hearing me. But this computer doesn't have the best quality. You know what I'm saying? This is not a very expensive computer. Now, if this would have been a MacBook Pro, then you guys could have heard like this microphone sound great, like it sounds when people do TikTok. But a lot of people do TikTok. You got to remember those are mobile apps. They're doing them on their iPhones, on their Galaxies. So this mic performs amazingly. But since this is a budget-friendly computer, the Acer VivoBook, it's not the most expensive computer, so this mic is not going to sound professional. But when it's connected to the phone, yes, you can hear the difference on the phone. Yes, I connected to any one of my iPhones, the 17 Pro, or let's say the 15 Pro, or the 16 Pro, it'll sound great. You know what I'm saying? But when it's connected to like the computer, this is a budget friendly computer basically. You should get the MacBook Neo. Yeah, I was thinking about that, bro. T-Mobile should look into getting that computer. I'm dead serious. And even the MacBook Pro. Not even joking. Anything around hovering around $2,000, they should try to get so people can finance it for real. I don't know if they don't want to do it because they can't lock it if you leave, like if you just don't want to pay your T-Mobile bill anymore. I don't know how that works, but I think T-Mobile and just cell phone companies in general, guys, I think they should start letting you finance like MacBook computers. I mean, they let you finance the damn iPad Pro, which is around $1,500. So they might as well let you bring in Mac, the iPad Pro, 13-inch, I think it is, or 11-inch. So they might as well bring in the computers and let us finance them. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be great. T-Mobile had that option. Hell yeah, I would have a MacBook Pro right now, financing it on my T-Mobile business line. So T-Mobile would ultimately be getting more money out of me. But yeah, guys, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is definitely crazy. No wonder that chick, remember on the live stream, the manager? I hate this. Look at these dark ass rings around my eyes. Not getting enough sleep. Well, I am because I did go to sleep earlier than usual. But all that waking up, going back to sleep, waking up, I'm not sleeping correctly. But what can I say, guys? I went. I mean, Remember when I was talking to the manager from Boost from Tier 3? She was like, "Oh, trust me, no, you're not gonna have any problems with the internet." And I see why, because they're giving me unlimited internet. They do not want me to show on a video getting 0/0. So they're like, bump that. We're stopping him from showing those speeds. Mhm. But how was everybody's day, man? Verizon is upgrading my tower in my area, and they gave me a $20 discount on my bill every month for 12 months. Okay, that's what's up. That's nice, bro. That is nice. That is basically $240 they gave you as a discount. They didn't give it to you all at once. That's what I wanted T-Mobile Business to do, but they were like, "No, we can't do that." So I just took it as it was. But that's really what I wanted, a discount on the bill every month. What's up, OG Tech? What's good, broski? What is good, OG Tech? What is up? What is up? What is up? Not bad. Oh, that's my bill every month with the with Verizon is 103 a month. Okay, that's what's up. That's with the discount, Bobby. For how many lines, Bobby? For 4 lines. So ultimately is a $5 discount off each line. Is a $4 discount. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20. $5 discount per line. So it's not bad, you know. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. I'm getting free service each month with AT&T Basic of all my credits. Gotcha, Tim. That's what's up. Well, Boost ain't trying to give me no credits. They're slick, yo. They was like, we're gonna switch him over to the T-Mobile network, because the AT&T network is the one slowing him down to nothing. I was thinking about getting T-Mobile Business Super Mobile. I heard the plan is great. I heard the plan from my homie. The plan is better than my plan, than the unlimited ultimate plan. But I just don't feel like paying taxes on the plan, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, mhm. But the Super Mobile plan, bro, is really good. Boo sure is not trying to unlock your phone because they would you pay off one. Yeah, they want me to pay it off in full. Yeah, you're right about that. And like I said, they keep giving me unlimited internet. Let me see if my phone is finished charging so I can show you guys real quick. Let me go get it. Because I got my 16 Pro charging upstairs. Give me a second, guys. There we go, guys. I am back. I am back. Sorry about that. Went upstairs to get the phone. Went upstairs to get the phone. Oof. Okay. Let me get comfortable. There we go. I thought you switched to the Dark Star, Jimmy. Alex, I called Boost Mobile and they told me I have to start on AT&T towers. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not lying about that. Their main NVNO is AT&T. Turn off Wi-Fi. But since AT&T, when I go over the data, they turn off my data. I don't know what kind of agreement they got with T-Mobile. I guess they're adding infinite gigs to my account because I'm gonna show you guys right now how many gigs I used because the app stopped counting. Remember, it says 40 over 40 gigs used, and look, I'm already at 106 gigs used with Boost. See, 106 gigabytes used with Boost Mobile on the AT&T network. So we're gonna do, and the ultimate showdown is gonna be later on tonight. I'm gonna pin Boost versus what did I say? Boost. Yeah, Boost versus Cricket versus Visible. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's see. Let's see if it swims or it dies. Mm-mm. Well, it swims. It is definitely swimming. It is definitely swimming. What happened? No. All right, bye. Upstairs doing a live stream. Bye. So 266 over 48.3. See? I'm getting truly unlimited data, just like if this would have been native dish. So as long as I'm getting truly unlimited data, then I'll pay the bill happily. But soon as this shit drops down to 000, like this, I'm gonna show you guys right now. US Mobile. I'm gonna turn on my US Mobile line. Turn off Wi-Fi. We're gonna turn on my US Mobile line, which I already went over my 30 gigs. And I gave US Mobile a piece of my mind because I think it's unfair that they make you port in your number and they only give you a measly 30 30 gigs of usage. Well, they gave me 34.5 gigs of usage is what they actually did. No. That's Cricket. Sorry. I'm using Cricket right now. I'm gonna switch it over to US Mobile. Yeah. So here we go. We're on US Mobile. I'm gonna show you guys so you guys can see. Bring down the brightness. There you go. See? U US Mobile. And now we're gonna run a speed test and watch it fail. And this is what I used to happen with me last year with Boost Mobile. I would run a speed test and watch this. Mm, 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 mm. I told US Mobile it wasn't fair that they make you port in your number and they only give you 30 gigs of data. Look at that. The needle's hardly moving. We're getting 0.7 kilobytes, zero point 0.8, 0.10 kilobytes. Mm. And 0.13 kilobytes up. So let's switch this to kilobytes so we can see the real speed that I'm getting. All right. We switched it to kilobytes. There we go. We switched to kilobytes. Mm. And I'm supposed to be getting 128 kilobytes. And look at this. This doesn't look like 128 kilobytes, 2G speeds. That's kilobytes that Ooklas testing. See? We're only getting 16.9, 17.5 kilobytes, 17.6 kilobytes. Over. So we got 17.6 kilobytes over 24.8 kilobytes. So can I send an iMessage with this? No. Can I send an RCS message with this? No. RCS and iMessages need anywhere from 3 to 4 megabytes. And I'm getting 17 K. Look, it says KB K. What does it say? KBS. So you guys can see I'm not joking. Let it autofocus. There you go. Kilobytes. You see? Kilobytes. So this internet is unbearable. So if this would have been a plan, right, that I would have had with US Mobile, and their fine print says that once you go over your gigs, you're supposed to go down to 128 kilobytes. Could I get them in trouble with the Department of Consumer Affairs of New Jersey? Yes, because technically they're lying on their terms and conditions. They're saying they're going to slow you down to 128 kilobytes. And as far as I know, 17.9 kilobytes is not 128. So they're lying under their terms and conditions. So since, you know, the premium plan doesn't really slow you down to these speeds, then they don't have nothing to worry about. But if I was to ever get the premium plan and they did slow me down to these speeds, then I can get US Mobile in a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble. It could turn even into a lawsuit. Because like I said, the state of New Jersey's Department of Consumer Affairs, I find it there in the name, doesn't play that shit. They don't like when companies lie. They don't in the state of New Jersey, they don't permit you to put something in fine writing. You can't put something under terms and conditions of your own terms and conditions and then not follow through with it, because that's exactly why T-Mobile, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon got sued back in 2024 because they said they were providing unlimited hotspot here in New Jersey. Like, once you went over your hotspot, it would slow down to a certain speed, and people would get those type of speeds. What the hell? I can't even load up Facebook. Let's try to load up TikTok or some shit. It's not gonna work. Matter of fact, let's go to Snapchat. Give me a second. Let me try to load up my Instagram. Let's load up my Alex Raw Tech Instagram. Look at this shit. It's buffering. It can't even load up. And that's my Instagram for this channel. Alex Raw Tech. You see? All together. Alex dot Raw Tech. And is it loading any of my content from my Instagram for this channel? Nope. And let me drop down the brightness. See? Instagram is about to stall out and tell me no internet connection. Yep. See? See? Something is wrong. See? Something went wrong. Something went wrong. See? No internet connection. So 17 kilobytes ain't shit. You can't do nothing. Look. My Instagram is dead. So that's what I'm saying. So if I really wanted to be a douchebag about it, can I get um can I get them in trouble? US Mobile? Yeah. Because one thing is they made me port in my number. The two thing is 30 gigs is not enough data to force you to port in your number. I understand if they would have said we're gonna give you I don't know, let's say uh 100 gigs to test out the network since you port in your number, or 200 gigs, then that's understandable. But when you're sitting here and only giving somebody, this charger doesn't even work. What the hell? Um, when you're sitting here only giving somebody 30 gigs, it's just not worth porting your number into US Mobile to do the free trial, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're seeing it here. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything. It's just not worth it. I used 50 gigs. I just got that plan on the 26th. Sorry, on the 27th of March. And we're only on the okay. Hold on, guys. Today is the 7th, and I finished all my data on the 5th. So on the 5th, from the 27th to the 5th of April, I was out of data. I got completely shredded through 30 gigs. And let me see, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In 9 days. In 9 days, I shredded through 30 gigs of data. So I would just say that I'm not gonna do it to them, but I'm gonna give US Mobile nice advice. You know what I'm saying? I advise you to stop forcing people to port in their number to do the 30-day free trial when you guys are not giving them the full access to the network, because somebody might not be as nice as me. Somebody in the state of New Jersey might actually contact the Department of Consumer Affairs, and you guys are going to have a big fine on your behinds, and you guys are not going to like it. Because once the biggest pain point here that me or anybody else tech savvy and smart that would bring up to the Department of Consumer Affairs in the state of New Jersey would be, it's not fair. They made me put in my number from Mobile X. I had this number for years. If I would have ported it over to Cricket, I would have got a free iPhone 16e. If I would have ported it over to Booz, I would have got a free 16e. If I would have ported it over to Metro, I got a free 16e, or multiple free phones they offer just for porting in my number. You get what I'm saying? So there, the Department of Consumer Affairs are going to be like, you know what? You're right. And a 16e is worth more than a 30-day free trial. What the hell's a 30? What is the cost of the plan? $44. And what do you get for $44? Unlimited internet. Okay, so why are they not giving you unlimited internet on your free trial? I don't know. That's something to ask US Mobile. So I'm just giving you guys a fair warning, US Mobile. Stop that shit. You could get away with that shit in other states, but not in the state of New Jersey and not in California, because California also has the California Department of Consumer Affairs, just in case you guys didn't know that. Yes, it does. So California and New Jersey really protect their customers from these big companies. Okay. So that being said, I'm not gonna do nothing to US Mobile, but somebody else can, because it's really unfair. So that's why I told them nicely when I talked to them on the phone yesterday, and I told them that they need to change that they need to make it to where anybody could use the service for 30 days free before they get it. Because how many companies did it for free without having to port in your number? Cricket lets you try the service out for 14 days for free. Uh, who else was it? Visible had it last year where you could try the service out free for 30 days, and they were putting you on the $25 plan, so you had truly unlimited data. They were putting you on the 20, not on the Visible Plus Pro or the Visible Plus, but you were on the Visible plan, so that's still good. You can't complain about that because you had unlimited data on the low band 5G and LTE. But what US Mobile is doing is not right, because it's not unlimited data. You've seen how it goes down. You've seen how I can't even load up my Instagram. So, like I said, I like showing you guys proof. I'm here for the consumer, not for the company. You US hold on, US Cellular only works in a few states. No, but US Mobile doesn't even exist no more, bro. They don't exist no more, bro. They do not exist no more. US Mobile was bought out by T-Mobile and absorbed by T-Mobile. So US Cellular is not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? The US Mobile customers have been slowly been migrated to the team to T-Mobile. So their phones no longer say US Cellular on the screen. It says T-Mobile. And I don't know if you was aware of that, bro, but yeah, T-Mobile bought out US Cellular. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the point here, guys. Like, you guys need to understand, I don't dislike US Mobile. I love the fact that US Mobile lets you switch between all three carriers. Like, I was having problems with AT&T, Dark Star, and they switched me over to the Warp. And then if I was having problems with Verizon, they'll switch me over to T-Mobile to the Lightspeed. You know what I'm saying? So I like that feature, but the fact that on the free trial they only give you 30 gigs and then you don't get no more data, it's just not cool. Because if you consume them datas, your phone is a paperweight. You know, data nowadays is a necessity. It's not a luxury like it was back in the early 2000s. It is literally a necessity. How I heard it here first. Oh, Jimmy, yeah, you're right. No, no, but I'm talking to him. I gotta put his name on Google Translator so I could call him by his name because I'm like lost. I was gonna call you Joe, J-O, to make it easier on myself, but I don't want to, you know. Let me see. Where's Google Translator? Google Translator. Let me see your name real quick, bro. So I go HNWASNE. The hell?
Johnson's.
Johnson's. No, but okay, no, but it doesn't have an S, you stupid thing. I didn't put no S. Johnson. Okay, Johnson. Gotcha. Johnson. But you got an E. Yeah, Johnson. Okay, there you go. My bad, Johnson. So now I know your name, Johnson. So Johnson, yeah, I don't know. Last year, T-Mobile bought out US Cellular. I don't know if you was aware of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you were around my channel last year. But yeah, T-Mobile bought out US Cellular. So US Cellular is now owned by T-Mobile. So they're no longer a regional carrier. They just don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when T-Mobile bought out Sprint. The same thing. Sprint failed to exist anymore. It was absorbed by T-Mobile. So that's basically what happened to US Cellular Johnson. Johnson 55. Yeah, broski. So that's exactly what happened. But yeah, bro, you know, like I said, US Mobile, um, what they're doing is not good business. Seriously. It's not good business. And I feel like calling them and asking them why is it that, you know, they don't offer unlimited internet for the free trial when they're forcing you to port in a number, because they are forcing you to port in a number. It's not like you can do the free trial without a port in. Let me see. Let me Google. Let me go to Google. I want to call them and ask them that question. Google, 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 Google. All right, here we go. I need the phone number to US Mobile Customer Care Service. Call them and curse.
According to US Mobile, phone support. If speaking to someone directly is more your style, call the US Mobile support team at 1-878-205-0088. It's a straightforward way to receive personalized help.
I love Google. I could just copy and paste and call. Oh, this call center is in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
US Mobile. Just a heads up, this call is recorded for quality assurance. We'll be with you shortly. If you prefer not to wait, you can chat with a real person 24/7.
No, I'm not gonna curse them out, Johnson.
Or shoot us an email at help@usmobile.com. Let's get you to the right place. Please listen closely.
I just want to ask some questions. I only start cursing when they piss me off.
For help choosing or changing a plan, press 2. If you're having trouble with data, calls, or text, press 3. For oh snap! Sorry to hear that, but our specialists are the best rated team out there, and we'll make sure we get you back up and running. If you have no service at all, press 1. For troublemaking or receiving calls, hold tight, connecting you with a representative shortly.
Hold tight.
Thanks for hanging tight. You're 11th in line to connect with one of our reps. It
Wow.
might take around 4 minutes, so if you're in a rush, you can initiate a chat from web or app and get connected to us within a minute. Thanks for hanging tight. You're 11th in line.
Oh, I gotta lower this down. This is gonna get annoying. They're that's all that machine says. It repeats the same shit. Thanks for having tight. You're 11th in line, and then it keeps counting how many people are ahead of you. But yeah, guys, I want a clear answer. Seriously, I just think it's not fair. Look, we'll go to the U.S. mobile website just in case. I'm gonna do a screen share right now. Listen, www.us. Because 30 gigs ain't really nothing, guys. Let's be completely honest. How can you really test out their service if they're only giving you 30 gigs of data? Plans. Here we go. They were trying to convince me to buy the annual plan the other day. I was like, no. And I qualify for this plan right here. $39 a month for 6 months. Wow. And right here it says port in line only. Okay. So when you create an account, they let you test out the network for free, right? And it's port in only when when you wanna get the free 30-day trial. So it's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. And then their business, this is business. You can't even talk to them on the phone. It's only through chat and email, which is crazy. But you pay $49. It says 2 months free for up to 3 lines. Sign up and see if you are eligible. Our business question mark. So it's not bad. You're paying what? $5 more? Yeah, $5 more because the other one's 44. This one's 49. And you get business Dark Star available only on Dark Star, so on the AT&T network. And you get truly unlimited data, but at a lower priority. The regular US mobile is QCI 8. This is QCI 6. So you're on a higher priority of data. You know what I'm saying? Like your priority goes higher. You're not on a lower priority. So to get T-Mobile, I mean AT&T Business for $49, hell yeah, it's definitely worth it. Mm. But another thing that I don't like about US Mobile guys, they change your billing cycle every month. Every month there's 31 days in the cycle. They change your billing cycle. They really do. They change your billing cycle, and that's one thing I don't like. Like every time the month has 31 days, like I started on the 27th, and now it's telling me my bills due on the 25th. So that's one thing that I don't like about US Mobile. The whole billing cycle changing every 31 days. So that's why a lot of people like Sneed, he got it. He got it annually. Shout out to Sneed, brother from another mother. He got it annually. He got the plan annually. Not this plan, but the regular the regular prepaid plan. So he got the annual deal. He got this deal right here. So I think Sneed paid how much? Let me see. $300. Yeah, $300 for the first year. Hmm. Now that way is good. If you got the $300 and you just want to pay it off, set it and forget it, then there you go. But Other than that, you're basically dun dun dun. Oh, let's go to Boost. I was gonna make a video on this. Boost actually put it now on their website. Oh shoot, hold on. I'm dumb. I was about to kick myself out the live stream. I was putting the Boost on the wrong freaking page. Here we go. Now we're on the Boost website. Here we go. I don't know why they don't got it on the main website. I got it to where it shows that this phone is free but with a trade-in. And the iPhone 17e is free with a trade-in. So you got to go into the store and trade in your phone to get the 17e for 150 bucks. But I don't get it why the hell they don't have it on their main page. Like is you got to click on it from like Instagram or some shit, which doesn't make any damn sense to me at all. At all. Right here shows all the plans. And this is the one that I got, the unlimited plus plan. So as I'm going to show you right here, the unlimited plus plan shows after 40 gigs your speeds will be lowered down to, you see, lowered down to guaranteed 512 kilobytes. And that's regardless if you're on the T-Mobile SIM or AT&T SIM. But since Boost didn't want no beef with me, they put me on the T-Mobile and they're giving me truly unlimited data. And since it's standalone, let me show you guys real quick. Since I am on standalone, oh shoot, but it doesn't have voice over data. Yeah, I'm not gonna be connected to standalone right now because they don't support voice over new radio over NR. But you see, look, I'm on the phone waiting for US Mobile, and I'm still getting great speeds on visible.
Chat from web or app and get connected to us within a minute.
Hmm.
Thanks for hanging tight. You're eighth in line to connect with one of our reps. It might take around 3 minutes, so if you're in a rush, you can initiate a.
So we got 46.9 over 10.9. And you know, no, you guys know I'm on the phone, so not bad. And before I would not, it wouldn't load anything. So Boost Mobile, look, listen, this is one advice that I got for you. Since you guys connect to N41, why not talk to T-Mobile to let you display the icon, and also AT&T to let you display the 5G plus, so that way people that don't really know too much about tech can be like, okay, well, I'm connected to the fastest. I'm connected to C-band. I'm connected to N41. I'm connected to N71 because it says 5G UC. You get what I'm saying? Let your customer know what bands they're connected to by talking to AT&T and T and talking to T-Mobile and telling them, let me do this. I'm surprised they haven't texted me no more. You have used 100 gig. Shh, you're seeing. I mean, Shadow. Come on. Thanks for hanging tight. 3 minutes and I've been on hold for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. That's crazy. Yeah, bro. But I really want to talk to them on the phone, so that's why. You're sixth in line to count to one of my ramps. Yeah. Thanks for hanging tight. And guys, there's a new update that came out for YouTube content creators. And since I signed up to be a test, to be a tester for YouTube, thank you, YouTube. You guys are freaking awesome. Now I could turn on my, well, I could been done that on my live streams, but I could turn on every video that you have to be a subscriber to comment. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys seen that already on a lot of YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Like when they go live, they put subscriber only, and they be like, "Oh, you could only be a subscriber to comment under the video." And I might actually do that. I know some people might get mad, but I don't care because if you're getting a discount from me, if you're learning a speed and you happen to live here in Trenton, then it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my channel. Like I don't understand how you use somebody to get the information you want, but you don't subscribe to their channel. So I just think that from now and on, if you're not subscribed to my channel, like the video that I'm gonna post today, it's gonna be subscribers only. So if you're not a subscriber, sorry, you're not gonna be able to comment. Yeah, it was cool that they made all the references from Zootopia to all the movies.
Our rep.
I'm next in line to connect to one of the reps, guys. So yeah, like I said, man, because it's not nothing against nobody. It's just facts. Like I've been complaining about this for years. Like, it doesn't cost you nothing to support somebody, especially if you're getting information that's vital to you, is helping you out. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I should do this. Like I said, I've been complaining about it for years. People sit here and subscribe to channels that are falsifying stuff about wrestlers, and they'll subscribe with no problem. People sit here and subscribe to people talking about drama when it comes to 6ix9ine, and now he got released and he got this new $350,000 chain, and that channel blew up yesterday. I was watching because I actually like 6ix9ine. I was watching the content. The video had over 1 million views. The dude got over 10,000 subs off the damn video. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and how is that helping you out as a person, you finding out that 6ix9ine came out of jail? It's not helping you out at all. I talk about freaking credit cards and what not to do and help you out financially. What's your best option if you don't know how to control your money? Get Chime Credit Builder, get One Pay Credit Builder, and all this stuff that reports to your credit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people just don't care. So I'm sorry. From now on, I'm letting you know on this live stream. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you're not going to be able to comment on none of my videos. None. I'm turning on, and the great thing is that I could do it from YouTube Studio. Right now, if I want to, I could click on all 2,546 of my videos and turn it on at once. I don't gotta go one by one. I just press all on my YouTube Studios, and every video say subscriber only commenting, and I just feel like I need to do that. I've been subscribed for a month. Oh, thank you, bro. No, I appreciate that. I figured you was, bro, because you always pop up in Johnson. You always pop up on my live streams, so I figured you had to be subscribed because you wouldn't, get no notifications like most of the people that are here. So you guys don't got to worry about it. I'm talking about like the other people that like to argue with me and be like, I don't want, I'm not subscribed to you. That's why I'm talking junk and leaving, punk. And like I said, YouTube has been hiding those comments. What's up, Walter? What's good, bro? So YouTube has been hiding those comments from them people. So I get to read them, but I don't post them. I just delete them and hide their channel. So now I don't have to worry about them ignorant people, that want to talk junk because it'll be subscriber only. Yep. And even on my live streams, I'm gonna put subscribers only. Every live stream I do from now on is gonna be subscribers only. Like a comment. Because like I said, I'm tired of the stuff. Them people like to audit people, mm, way more subscribers than I got. And the dude is over here harassing police officers. And the dude already he just started his channel August of last year. And he already has 250,000 subs. And all he does is record cops. And people are actually supporting that. And that's what makes me flip off. That's why I crash out on certain live streams. Because what are you getting from people that audit and harass police officers? Is that helping you financially? Is that making your life better? Is that helping you make better decisions with credit cards or cell phones or what can work better? What should you do if this doesn't work? No, it's not helping you at all. But you want to sit there and give that person 250,000 subscribers in how many months? Because he started his channel in December of last year. Because I've been keeping track. It always pops up, not because I'm subscribed to his ass. So January, February, March, April. In 4 months, he got 250,000 subs. When I first found his channel, he only had 150 subs. And that's what pisses me off. That's exactly what ticks me off. Because, the average American rather see dumb shit like that than to actual learn from tech. Tech is going to serve you more than some idiot just sitting there recording, even if they are public buildings, recording USPS drivers and workers, going to the police station and recording the sheriff officers, and it just doesn't make any sense, man. Like I don't know where people's judgment has gone in the last couple of years. And I just got to be honest. If you support that, you're an idiot. If you support dumb channels that sit here and harass other people, you're an idiot because you're not learning nothing from that. There's nothing to learn from that. Nothing at all. And look, I'm still waiting. And it says 1 minute. And look at how I've been on hold for almost 20 minutes, guys. Let me turn the camera back on. Third in line when it just said I was one in line. Look,
Need a chat from web or app.
hold on, sorry.
Thanks for hanging tight. You're third in line to connect. It might take around 2 minutes, so if you're in a rush, you can initiate a chat from web or app and get connected to us.
Doesn't make sense.
Thanks for hanging tight.
And that's why this channel's called Rawtalk. Guys, some people got nothing better to do. You're right about that, Johnson. And people get offended when I start talking like this, but it's true. I mean, I'm not harassing nobody. I'm telling you guys facts about these carriers and the shady shit they do. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be getting mad at me, but yet supporting somebody that's over here harassing innocent people that work for our government, harassing USPS drivers and people going into USPS buildings and all that. But yeah, that's what's popular. That's the hit thing. I still support you, Alex. No, I appreciate that, Bobby. I know. But I'm talking about other people in general. You know what I'm saying? That just want to sit here and support these idiots. And that's why these idiots keep doing it because you're supporting the idiocy. You know what I'm saying? That's just like supporting somebody that commits fraud and they're committing fraud and you're still supporting the fraud. Same shit. I don't care if you want to say there's difference between somebody doing something illegally and somebody doing something legally. No, because you guys nowadays want to use freedom of the press like freedom of speech. Like you think everything falls under freedom of the press. And no, if you're sitting here harassing people, it's not freedom of the press no more. There's a fine line between freedom of press. And if you're not a real freaking news reporter, that shouldn't even be allowed, to be honest. Now, I understand if somebody's doing something illegally, then yeah. I mean, but you want to record that, right? You dumbass, whatever you want to call yourselves, auditors. You won't go to the hood in California and record drug deals, right? You won't do that. You won't record somebody stealing somebody's new car, right? And leaving them walking to go to work, right? No, you're not gonna do that. You won't record people doing drug transactions at a Walmart parking lot, trading drugs, right? No, you're not gonna. No, that doesn't fit your narrative. Your narrative is to harass hardworking U.S. citizens like police officers and everybody else in between, security officers like myself. The only reason you auditors know not to come to Trenton is because I already broke one of your phones. And when the cops came, they was like, "Well, you should have never been recording the security officer." So you guys already know, and you idiots know who you are. The ones who try to came over here from a different place, a whole nother state, and try to record mine. Your little iPhone, what the person had, a 16 Pro, yeah, 16 Pro Max was slammed into pieces on the floor. And I said, "Go ahead, call the cops. I got my license, you idiot." So yeah, you were all up in my face with your camera. We got cameras here in front of the bar. So, oh, freedom of press, freedom of the press. Dang ding. There goes your freedom of the press. You know? And if them idiots think that they got stronger pepper spray than I do, you must be crazy. My pepper spray will make you bleed out your nose. That's how strong it is. I got police grade pepper spray. So you dummies can't get access to that. You got to be a security officer to get access to that. You got to be a licensed security officer to get licensed for that. So if you guys was to ever invade my privacy here in the state of New Jersey, we got to stand your own ground law. Just in case you idiots didn't know that, just like in Florida. So guys, in Florida, I want you to know this: you got to stand your own ground law. So if somebody's invading, you're like a auditor, one of them retards comes into your face and start, oh, whatever. You got every right to, if they invade your space, if they come close to you where you can touch them, you could knock their camera and throw it on the floor. To be completely honest, and you will not get in trouble for it. So they know not to play with me. I'm a whole different beast, a whole different beast when it comes to that. So them dummies stay out there in New York and other states in California. They don't do that shit out here in the hood. You feel me? It's me that I record for you guys and I get scared. When people come up to me before, like when I was pointing the camera to see if I could get a good angle of the tower, and the person would come up to me like, "Yo, bro, what you a YouTuber?" Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Why? You want to see my channel? Yeah, 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 bro. Because we don't like them auditors around here, bro. I don't want to have to knock you out. Nah, nah, bro. I'm not that, bro. Trust me. And I even showed the dude my channel. He was like, "Oh, okay, you good, bro. You good. You Gucci. You good. Keep going. Keep going." And his other boys, like six dudes, hop off the porch. And he like, "Nah, nah, nah. He a YouTuber, bro." He showed, "Oh, okay, Poppy, go ahead, man. We just don't like them corny mother lovers that be coming around here recording shit for no reason. Let them come around here. They're gonna get beat the fuck up." And that's why you don't see none of them corny motherfuckers around here. Sorry for cursing, but it's true. I don't like them people. They got no life. Got no life. And you have no life if you support that. Want to see somebody harassing other people. And the funny thing is that person was on a live stream. I don't know if he was live on Facebook or Instagram. I don't remember. This was back in 2024 when I broke that person's iPhone 16 Pro. Broke this shit into pieces. Slammed that shit on the floor. I don't give you the right to record me. You inviting my privacy. You all up in my face with your phone. Bang! Freedom of speech. Yeah, freedom of speech. That. Your phone into pieces. I hope you have insurance. No, my mom forgot to put insurance. Oh, well. Then I guess you're going to be buying yourself a new iPhone 16 Pro. And I've never seen them around here again. And them dudes were stupid. They were from Hartford, Connecticut. Because the license plate said Connecticut. And they came all the way from Connecticut, basically a 4-hour drive, 4.5 to 6 hour drive, depending on the traffic crossing from New York to New Jersey, to come to Trenton, New Jersey, a place they shouldn't even be playing at. They're not even from around here. They lucky it was me. My other boys the other dudes on the block wanted to beat the crap out of them. Yo, that's them dudes that be recording people. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, no. Let them leave. Let them leave. All right, man. You lucky's for you, Alex. Yeah, let them go, bro. Let them go. Because over here in China, they don't play that shit. I'm telling you. These idiots, they do that shit in white neighborhoods. They don't come over here to the Hispanic or Puerto Rican or black neighborhoods because they know they'll get beat the hell up. They'll get smacked with their camera. Oh, yo, bro, I will knock you out and hit you with your camera. How about that? No, man, no, 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 no. Oh, I'm good. They're not gonna try to pull out no pepper spray over here because people roll deep, and them young boys out here be rolling deep. They be Puerto Ricans, Black Dominicans, whites all together doing a Rodney King on that dude. Not even joking. I'm being dead serious. Stomping his ass out. Yes, I have a question, bro. To see if you know, because you're from customer care. Because I had talked to Chad about this, but they didn't have an answer for me. They said probably you guys would. Um, the question that I have is that why under the terms to try out the U.S. mobile service for 30 days is only 30 gigs of data.
That's what our team allotted data for 30 days, 1 gigabyte, one data. There's no specific answer.
What you mean?
I mean, we only provide customers free trial for 30 days and 30 gigabyte of high-speed data from which they can use 5 gigabyte as a hotspot and unlimited talk and text access.
No, I understand, but you're forcing the customer to port in their number. That's a whole different ball game. Now you can say 30 gigs when you're not forcing somebody to port in their number. When you're forcing somebody to port in their number, that's a whole different ball game. Because you're the only way you could get the 30 days free is by port in only, right? Correct?
Right.
So see now when you're if forcing somebody to leave the carrier they have to come get a free trial, especially here in the state of New Jersey, I can get you guys in a lot of trouble with the Department of Consumer Affairs. They don't play that. You can't force somebody to port in a number and then only give them 30 gigs, even if it's under your own terms and conditions. The reason, and I'm explaining to you why you could get in trouble. Because Boost Mobile now has a deal where if you port in your number, you could get a 17E for free. That's the latest, newest iPhone. Okay. Metro, the same thing. Cricket, the same thing. So what's more expensive? Getting an iPhone 17e with a port in for free or trying your service out for 30 days?
Okay, understood.
So I can get you guys in a lot of trouble. You guys need to understand that in certain states you can't do that. California and New Jersey is two of them. The Department of Consumer Affairs doesn't like that. They consider that shady practices when you're forcing somebody to port in a number and you're cutting off their data. Like me, I'm a YouTuber and I bid a lot on Whatnot. Whatnot uses a lot of data. So how am I supposed to know how I can use your service when you're forcing me to port in my number? I had to port in my number from Mobile X to you guys in order to get this free trial, right? So I was forced to switch my number, and I do a lot of Whatnot. So how about if I'm bidding on something that I want really bad and my data goes out, that becomes a lawsuit, sir. In the state of New Jersey, that becomes a lawsuit against US Mobile for not providing equitable service and for cutting me off of data when in the state of New Jersey, data is not considered a luxury. It is a necessity because a lot of people work off using data. Like me, I'm a YouTuber. I live stream on my phones. So I can't have my data cutting off in the middle of a live stream because that messes up my money. And if it messes up my money, who am I supposed to blame?
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm going to forward it back to my team.
Yeah, because if you guys are gonna do that, bro, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna get you in trouble with them. But I'm saying somebody else in the state of New Jersey might actually try to sue you guys and win because you're forcing customers to port in a number. If you guys just want to provide people with 30 gigs on the premium plan, then don't force people to port in your number. Just be like anybody could try the service for free. Just like Cricket does, just like Metro does, just like Visible does, and just like I think Boost Mobile last year had it. Yeah, you could try the service for 20 days, and like T-Mobile postpaid. T-Mobile postpaid lets you use the service free for 30 days too. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to port in a number, and they give you I think it's like 50 gigs of premium data. Yeah, it's 50, but T-Mobile doesn't force you to port in a number. You get what I'm saying? So that's exactly what you guys got to do because if you're gonna force somebody to port in a number, then you guys should be providing the unlimited data that comes with the plan. It's basically like lying to a customer. Yeah, you're going to test out our network, but you're going to only get a half-ass part of our network. You get what I'm saying? And that doesn't slide in the state of New Jersey with the Department of Consumer Affairs. So if you guys don't want to have a lawsuit in your hands, you guys need to stop that practice because it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, my phone can't even load up Instagram or nothing. So, if I would have been really mad, I would be contacting them. And they already sued AT&T for $10.5 million and won in the state of New Jersey. And it's public news. You can Google it when you hang up with me. Google Department of Consumer Affairs in New Jersey and the lawsuit between them and AT&T and how AT&T had to pay the state of New Jersey $10.5 million, which is a lot of money in 2024 for the same reason, for saying that their trial was going to give you unlimited internet, and it really didn't, because shutting somebody's internet completely off in the state of New Jersey, the state of New Jersey doesn't play with them. Basically what you guys did to me, like shut the data completely off. I can't do nothing. I can't load up Instagram, I can't load up my emails, I can't send iMessages, I can't send RCS messages. I can't do nothing. My phone is dead.
What's your phone number, sir?
Give me 1 second. Yeah, guys. What's up, Joseph? You're welcome.
I'm checking the details. Sorry, moment.
No problem. So yeah, guys, I finally got them on the phone. It's true what I'm telling him though. You can't be forcing somebody to switch to US mobile and giving them a sorry ass 30 gigs when I could have switched my service to Metro or anybody else and got a free iPhone 16e. I could have switched it to Cricket and got a free 16e. You get what I'm saying? And a 16e is worth way more than the $44 plan from US Mobile. And all that gets taken into consideration by the Department of Consumer Affairs. So trust me, after I talked about this on plenty of live streams, none of these companies want any beef with me. None of them. And I mean none of them. And I wish I would have known this sooner. And another thing in the state of New Jersey, I'm protected. It's always been like that in the state of New Jersey. I don't have to tell them that I'm recording. I don't have to tell them by law that I'm on a phone call. Now the Democrats are trying to change that because this is a Democratic state, but it still hasn't been signed by the Supreme Court in New Jersey. Yeah. So even a recording where the person has recorded you and you're not aware of that in the state of New Jersey is still admissible under the court of law. So if you're arguing with somebody, I'm gonna kill you, da, 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 nope. They take you to court, Your Honor, prosecutor, boom. Oh, I didn't even know she was recording me. I was just mad at the time, Your Honor. Yeah, well, she doesn't have to tell you. You should learn the law in New Jersey. She did not have to tell you she was recording you. They're trying to change that, but I'm nice enough to tell them that I'm on a live stream.
I'm still here. I'm checking with my team. Just in the department.
No problem.
Thank you. I really appreciate your patience.
You're welcome. Like he's nice. He's really nice. So, I'm respectful to people that were nice. He didn't give me attitude like Boost did that day. I'm gonna switch you over to tier 3. You guys remember the lady was about to start cursing her ass out. So that's what I said. Boost, none of these companies could do shit to me because I don't call them.
Again, so I just checked with my team and asked for checking. Yes. I totally understood whatever you said. I totally understand that. But free trial is for the customers who try out our service and you have used all of your data. You can now purchase a paid plan and continue using our services.
No, I completely understand that. But what you need to understand is that, you guys are forcing customers to port in their number to get the free trial. You're not doing the free trial with a new number. You're doing the free trial with porting only. And when it comes to porting only, you have to provide more than just 30 gigs if you're going to force somebody to leave the current carrier they have to come to US Mobile. Because I don't think your team is aware of the. Just tell your team to Google it. That's all I gotta do. I don't have to lie. I'm live streaming right now. I'm a YouTuber. Like I said, I don't have to lie about nothing. I can even have Gemini tell you. Let's just tell Gemini, since your team thinks that
I
somebody has to
totally
lie.
understand, but you can go with any paid plan, and the most we can do is give you like $10 off for 2 months. You don't have to switch to a paid plan.
No, sir. Listen, I completely understand that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you're forcing, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. When you're forcing somebody to switch from a different carrier to come to US Mobile, you have to give them the full unlimited service. You can't half-ass it. You can't say, "Well, we're going to give you 30 gigs," especially in the state of New Jersey. So if you guys want to keep doing what you're doing, then make that plan not available. Make the free trial not available in the state of New Jersey to avoid a lawsuit. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the rules and the terms and conditions here in the state of New Jersey. I'm not talking about for every other state. I'm talking about for my state and where I live at. This could become a lawsuit
Yes,
because you're
I
forcing
get
somebody to
that.
port in the number. You get what I'm saying? If you
I
guys
get
wasn't
that.
forcing
Yes.
to port in a number like T-Mobile, like I told you, T-Mobile, Visible, Boost, and everybody else, they don't force you to port in a number. They say get this 30-day free trial, and if you like it, you'll get 50 gigs. And after you go over your 50 gigs, you're gonna get slowed down to this amount of speed. Like here in New Jersey, since T-Mobile already dealt with the Department of Consumer Affairs and they got sued too for like $3 million. Now with that free trial, after 50 gigs, they drop you down to 512 kilobytes. So they still give you quote unquote unlimited data, but just slower unlimited data with that free trial because they got sued over that. So that's what I'm saying. So you guys are not in the position of them. T-Mobile's worth billions of dollars. Verizon, AT&T, they're all way bigger than all you guys smaller companies. So I'm just saying for you guys to avoid those type of lawsuits, you got to watch it and know the rules in the states that you guys are providing these services to. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that way you avoid them type of problems in the near future. Because I know if you guys was to get in trouble with the Department of Consumer Affairs and they won the lawsuit for $10.5 million, that's gonna hurt US Mobile in a big way. That might even make your stocks drop. You know what I'm saying? So that's territory you don't want to go into, is what I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying is that you guys need to revert that. Either you remove that as a mandatory thing to do, or you just block New Jersey citizens from purchasing that plan. And that way, you guys save yourself a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I totally understand what you said, and these calls are recorded. I'm going to forward your feedback to my team and take a look into this part now. If you wish to use more data, so you'll have to purchase the plan. As I told
No, and I completely understand that, but that's not fair to me. Because like I said, I poured it in the number. You know what I'm saying? I poured it in my number from Mobile X. This wasn't, a number that you guys gave me. This is a number that I have had for the last 7 years. This number ending in 2370. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a new number. If this would have been a new number that I would have got to try you guys out for 30 days free and it would have been a new number, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's the fact that you guys made me port in my number in order to get this service where it becomes an issue. Because like I said, an iPhone 17e, an iPhone 16e, Moto G Power, a Moto G Stylus, and all these phones that all these other carriers are giving you for free are worth more than $44, and you know that for yourself because it's common sense that the iPhone costs $600, and this plan does not cost $600.
you. Yes, I understood what you're saying. Again, at this point, you would have to purchase a paid plan, and most we can do is to give you a $10 off for next month. Rest assured, I forward your feedback to my team and they will look into this.
Okay, and another thing is you guys change the billing cycle every time there's 31 days, correct?
The billing cycle is for 30 days. So if a month has 31 days, it will be the billing cycle will still stay for 30 days. So it goes back one day.
Um, no, because in my situation it went down 2 days because I started service with you guys on the 27th of March, and it's telling me that the due date for the bill is on the 25th. That's what it's saying on the account.
25th is the expiration date, but
Correct.
if you turned on autopay, the autopay will charge you 2 days before, like on 23rd, but the last renew is 25th.
Correct. So you see, because March had 31 days, so you guys changed the billing cycle. So you guys are not like Boost or Cricket or Metro or Visible or Straight Talk or Total Wireless that doesn't change the billing date. They just take one a day.
Billing cycle is
They no, they're sir,
back.
sir. Their billing cycle is 30 days too. But what they do is they take one day away from your original billing cycle. So if you started your service, what's today? The sixth, right? Today's the sixth. Today is the seventh. Yeah, the 7th of April. Let's say if I was to activate a Metro by T-Mobile line right now, right? My permanent due date would be on the 6th of every month. Okay, so they take the 7th as your renew date and the 6th as your payment date. And that stays like that permanently. And that way you don't gotta worry about, oh my God, my bill dropped and I don't get paid till this day. You get what I'm saying? So that's also a big pain point. And that's why, Boost does it that way where they drop one day and that's your permanent billing cycle. Metro, Cricket, and everybody else. Total, Straight Talk, Verizon Prepaid, and everybody else does it. So that way people don't have to worry about, every 31 days their bill drop, because the year has a whole bunch of 31 days. I think how many days April, but I think it has 31 days too. So that'll drop to the 23rd. Then from the 23rd, it'll drop to the 21st. Then from the 21st, it'll drop to the 19th. And it's just going to keep going down and down and down and down. And that's another huge inconvenience.
I totally understand that. I'm going to forward this as well to my team.
Yeah, that's another big pain point for a lot of customers. So you need to understand sometimes it's good to copy off these other bigger prepaid providers because that's why they got millions of customers. That's exactly why right now Metro has 25 million customers, is because they don't change the payment date. Whatever due date you have, they charge 30 days. They just take one day away, and that's your permanent due date. Like my permanent due date since 2018 that I've been with Metro has been on the 21st of every month. I started with them on the 22nd of 2018, yeah. February 22nd of 2018. And it has been the 21st. My bill has been due on the 21st since 2018. So it's been years. And that's why I stayed with them for so many years because they don't change my billing cycle. Just like Cricket.
Yes, that's something you're saying is right. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this with my team. They'll look into this as well. I thank you for highlighting all these things.
Yeah, I just think I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about everybody else that I recommend US Mobile to. Because at the end of the day, you guys are not the ones who get cursed out in the comment section. What's up, Jimbo? You guys are not the one who get cursed out in the comment section. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is BS. I put in my number. 30 gigs wasn't nothing. I'm over here trying to sell things on whatnot. I'm a TikToker. I was TikToking live in the middle of the live stream. The data just cut off. My TikTok says no service for data. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta understand most of the people, a lot of your customers are people that blog, people that have YouTube channels, TikTok, whatnot, and multiple places where they make money at. Instagram, Facebook, and because trust me, I know a lot of people on Instagram that recommend US Mobile, and they're big, Instagrammers with like 2 or 3 million followers on there. So they're not little. You know what I'm saying? And that's a pain point they were talking about. Like a lot of people that they recommended US Mobile to and gave like their little, referral code where they could sign up and the person can make something and that person can make something out of it. A lot of people were complaining because it was like, yo, I switched over from Metro and now my billing cycle is all crazy. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that they're not like Metro. They switch your billing cycle. Oh well, I'm gonna have to switch back because I'm not gonna keep paying Bank of America overdraft fees because that's what the banks want. You know how much money Bank of America made last year off of me and other people overdrafting their bank accounts? They made, to be precise, $4.5 billion in American hard-earned money from work paychecks because of overdraft fees, because of cell phone companies. Because I got overdrafted because of T-Mobile, and I said, "Oh hell no, I'm not putting T-Mobile ever again on Bank of America." I had to pay Bank of America freaking by the time my paycheck came in, I owed Bank of America $120 on overdraft fees. And that's not a little bit of money. So that's why a for sure payment date stops all that. You know when your date is, you know when you gotta pay it by, you know when you gotta have the money in the bank by. So that way you don't gotta pay no overdraft fees. So the banks are the richest ones. They got more money than any cell phone company. Imagine making $3.5 billion just on overdraft fees. Them Bank of America stockholders were jumping for joy. Yes, we got return on investment, baby. So imagine. So that's all I'm saying, sir. And I haven't switched to the plan yet because I don't. You guys changed the billing cycle too much. I can't switch now. Right now it's the 7th. Then if this month has 31 days, th- then my bill will go down to the 4th. I can't do that. You can't switch now. So right now, basically, I just gotta stay without data till later on this month where I can switch it to the unlimited plan, basically. But there's things that you guys need to change because I don't cut you guys no slack because US Mobile is not a US, it's not a new company. You guys have been around for ages, as far as I can remember, since like 2010. I can remember US Mobile. So you guys been around for at least more than a decade. So there's no excuses on why you guys haven't, changed the rules on things like that, like on having a permanent billing cycle date for customers. You know what I'm saying? So that way they don't have to pay uh overdraft fees. Because if I was to call you and tell you, yo, you guys charge me, you guys got me an overdraft fee on Bank of America. Well, sir, you knew you were on auto pay. You know that's what you're scripted to say. So I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do about it. You're paying for your service, you're using the service, and I'm sorry you got an overdraft fee. That's it. That's all you could say. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, well, I'm gonna pay your overdraft. US Mobile's gonna pay your overdraft fee for you. So there's a lot of big pain points that you guys have to fix so that way people could be happy and not leave.
Okay, yeah,
Jimmy,
you're right. I understood everything. These, as I said, these calls are recorded, feedback is recorded. For now, can you let me know how would you like to proceed?
like I said, the reason for the call was about that. Mainly you guys got to really like looking to change the policy when it comes to the 30-day free trial. Not telling people you have to port in a number. You get what I'm saying? Like you guys, the way that you guys do
Yeah, I understood that. I
things.
provided feedback, and our team will look into this, and if they're just what they do by our team, right? You already told me about this. We need to change policy for the auto pay and for the billing cycles and for this and things. Right? I understood all this. Now, for your phone number, like, can just let me know how you'd like to proceed, or you want to wait for your this billing cycle to end, or you want to change the plan? What would you like to go with?
I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't change the plan right now because the billing cycle is going to change, and right now is only the 7th. You get what I'm saying? So in the beginning of the month, I got things that are more important to pay, like my credit cards, my cable bill, my rent, and all this other stuff that I have to pay first before I even get to pay, the cell phone bills. You know what I'm saying? So this beginning of the month is not a good date for me. It's definitely not a good date for me. Towards the end of the month, that's why I decided to get the free service on the 27th, because I was under the assumption you guys were not going to change the billing cycle. You know what I'm saying? But then when I found out and I went on the app and I seen that it changed to the 25th, and like you said, if I would have had it on the auto pay, it would have dropped down to the 23rd. Then I was like, oh, hold on, man, that's crazy. That is definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. So I would say this. Do you have like a manager or supervisor available?
Yes, we do have a supervisor available.
So can I speak to that supervisor or manager?
Sure. Just give me a moment.
I'm gonna talk to somebody higher up, guys, because they're gonna have to give me a month of free service. They're gonna have to, like I said, I didn't sit here and put in my number from wasted money on freaking Mobile X to then port this number over here. Mobile X wasn't free. I had to pay 20 freaking dollars to Mobile X to then be able to port out my number
Okay,
to
thank you so
US.
much for being fantastic details. I think we need a callback request. I need to get a callback from supervisor tomorrow 9 a.m. Eastern time.
I can't wait that long, sir. I cannot wait that long. You could tell your supervisor if they don't want me to get in contact with the Department of Consumer Affairs here in New Jersey, they better answer their call and stop playing games with me because they could get fired for not answering this call if I get over to that department. And that's not a joke. I'm being serious. Because like I said, I'm not happy with the fact that I've had to port in my number and 30 gigs ain't nothing. It's making my iPhone 14 Pro 1 terabyte that I spent $1,500 on of my hard-earned money because I work as a armed security officer, and making my phone feel like it's a Obama phone, a cheap little Samsung that costs like $50 with the internet completely being gone. Because when you're gonna do something like that, you really gotta make sure what state you're providing that to, what are the procedures in that state, and if you can get away with doing stuff like that. And I guess you guys just didn't do enough research, though. That's not my problem. That's a U.S. mobile problem. So, like I said, they need to stop playing games. I don't got time for playing games.
Okay.
Money
I
doesn't
just
grow on
found the
trees.
supervisor. Just stay on the phone, and I'm going to transfer call the supervisor. Okay, stay on the phone.
Mm, not playing with these cell phone companies, guys. I'm not. I'm seriously not. So, Boost thought that it was only them. Nah, it's not only them. I mean, look at the shitty ass internet I got right now. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. What happened, Alex? Mobile X, man. I mean, not Mobile X, sorry. US Mobile. Like I said, this whole port in to get the first month free, this whole port in to get a measly 6 months of $39. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I don't care about their stockholders. I really don't. I really don't. Stockholders don't know the law of different states. So, like I said, I'm not playing with them. What's up, Oscar? I'm sick and tired with companies taking advantage of us, and we do shit for them, make them money, and then they sit here and just laugh their way to the bank with your money. And that's not what's gonna happen here. That is definitely not what's gonna happen here. I bet right now they regretted giving me service. I won't be surprised, guys, if they tell me I'm banned from US Mobile. And I really wouldn't care. I'm serious, because what the hell do I need them for? I got Cricket for AT&T. I got Metro for T-Mobile, and I got Visible for Verizon. The only difference is that I don't have to wait 30 minutes to 20 minutes to switch. Because they got, when you do the switching thing with US Mobile, they got to send you a new eSIM, especially if you're only on eSIM branded phones like I am. All these phones are only eSIM compatible. Every single one of these phones is eSIM. 15 Pro, 14 Pro, 14 Pro, 16 Pro, 17 Pro. They're all eSIM. So they got to send you an eSIM in order to activate the other service, just like Boost Mobile did when they switched me from AT&T to T-Mobile. So I don't got to worry about switching eSIMs. I don't have service with T-Mobile. Guess what? Verizon don't have service. I don't have service with Verizon. Guess what? Uh, Cricket don't have service. I don't have service with Cricket. T-Mobile has service. No problem. So I'm not worrying about that. That's for people, like I said, you can't do what I do if you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Because I pay 55 with auto pay for Cricket. I paid 35 for Boost. I paid 35 for Boost. I'm sorry, no, Boost is on the 15 Pro. What the hell's my 15 Pro, man? I mean, no, no, no. I paid 35 for Visible is what I meant to say. 25 for Metro. So if you add that up, 25, well, 35 because I got HD streaming. 35 and 35 is 70 plus 55 at 30 there. And then you got $25 left. I'm paying 125 between Metro Cricket and Metro Cricket and Visible. And then T-Mobile Business, that's a lot of money right there. That's 190. Okay, 190. So I'm paying off my phone, my girl's iPad, my Apple Watch internet, my freaking insurance for this Apple Watch Ultra. I'm paying the insurance on her iPad. And then with freaking Boost Mobile, I'm paying $87.65 a month because I got the $50 plan plus $36 and 11 cents of my 16 Pro finance plus taxes and fees. So if you add all this shit together, I'm paying around $450 a month for cell phone bills. So I invest a lot into this channel, a lot of money, more money than what I make, to be completely honest, because it's true. What about Karna Mobile? Oh hell no! I told Karna I did this to Karna. Bam, 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 bam. I did the Stone Cold Steve Austin to Karna. What Karna did to me was disrespectful. I never missed a payment with them. I paid them before I even pay. I paid late fees on credit cards because of them douchebags. And my credit limit was at $35,000. And then they dropped me down to 25. Then they dropped me down to 15. Then they dropped me down to 10. Then they dropped me down to 8. Then they dropped me down to 5. Then they dropped me down to 3. Then they dropped me down to 2. Then they dropped me down to 1. Then they dropped me down to $800. No problem. And that's when I told them that they could take that $800 and shove it up where the sun don't shine. And I didn't even go off on them. I just said, F you, stick that up your butt, and I don't want nothing to do with you guys. And that's when I proceeded to pour in my number from um from Karna Mobile to Metro. So Metro now has the same phone number that I had on Karna. But you know what Karna Mobile did that was grimy that I got to talk to Cricket about to see if they can help me with this situation? They made it so where T-Mobile customers cannot call me. I mean Cricket customers. AT&T cannot call this phone. So Karna was so mad at me because I told them to go shove their shit up their ass and to give me the poured out pin and my account number from Karna Mobile so I could transfer the number to Metro that now nobody that has AT&T can call me. And I'm not even joking. I'll call myself from my Cricket line. Look, I'm gonna show you guys right now on the live stream. Look, I'm show you this is Cricket. You guys can see right there. Cricket. Now watch me call my Metro number. Watch it just hang up. It's not even gonna ring. It is not even gonna ring. Look. Doo, 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 doo. See? I'm gonna call myself again. Doo, doo, doo. Call end it. You see? Call myself again. Doo, 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 doo. Now watch me call myself from Visible, from Verizon, basically. From Visible. Oh, dumbass hung up on me. And I'm gonna call again. They think I'm fucking playing. Now I'm out to curse US Mobile out. You see what I'm talking about? Now I'm out to curse out US Mobile. Dumbass hung up on me.
Hi, thanks for calling US Mobile. Just a heads up, this call is recorded for quality assurance. We'll be with you shortly. If you prefer not to wait, you can chat with a real person 24/7 at usmobile.com or shoot us an email at help@usmobile.com. Let's get you to the right place.
Huh?
Calls or text,
There you go.
press 3. For billing inquiry, oh, snap. Sorry to hear that. Hold tight. Connecting you with a representative shortly.
So that
Thanks for
representative,
hanging tight. You're eighth in line to connect with one of our reps.
that representative did exactly what Cricket did the other day. Remember? Lied and then hung up.
Thanks for hanging tight. You're eighth in line
Yeah.
to connect with one of our reps.
I don't know why the hell he hung up.
Initiate a chat from web or app and get connected to us within a minute. Thanks for hanging tight. You're eighth in line to connect with one of our reps. It might take around 4 minutes, so if you're in a rush, you can initiate a chat from web or app and get.
It might have been the supervisor that said just hang up. Oh no, hold on. They're calling me back. Hold on. Hello?
Call train quality assurance. Am I speaking with Alex?
Yes, you are.
Okay, Alex, this is the supervisor that you requested. You were having trouble on your line related to your service?
Correct. Because the issue is, listen, I know that you guys are not the ones who set the plans. That's your corporate
Mm-hmm.
marketing team and all that stuff. I completely understand that. All right. The issue is that in the state of New Jersey in particular, there is a department dedicated to sue cell phone companies that are not providing the adequate service that they are supposed to provide. And you know, it what you guys are doing, what I was telling your rep that he was getting frustrated, which he doesn't get paid to get frustrated, because if I'm already pissed as it is, he's supposed to defuse the situation, not like add wood to the fire. Because that's what he kept on saying by saying, "Oh yeah, well you already reported this to me and this." And listen, if somebody has the right to sue you for not providing adequate service, the last thing that the company would want is a lawsuit. So they would want you to handle that phone call carefully and not further piss off that customer. Okay.
I
And that's
totally understand that
and that's
part.
not and
Yes,
that's
sir.
not and basically that's not what he was doing. Because the thing is
Oh.
that in New Jersey, when you have like a thing like you guys have, right, where I didn't know after the 30 gigs I was not gonna have no entire data. That was never explained to that. That was not explained to me that once I went over my 30 gigs, I thought at least I was gonna get like a meg down or 2 megs down, not the internet completely be shut off. That was never told, and that's not in your terms and conditions, because I looked them up and nowhere does it say once you go over your data, you're not going to have no data. That's one thing that needs to be there in fine print. And when you're like I told him, when you're forcing somebody to port in a number, you're entitled, especially in the state of New Jersey, to provide that person with the unlimited internet that comes with that plan, not a fraction of the data that comes with that plan when you're forcing somebody to switch from another carrier to US Mobile for a free trial. Because every other free trial over here in New Jersey, from T-Mobile, from Cricket, from Metro, from Booz, from Visible, includes unlimited data, not 50 gigs, unlimited data. If they're forcing you to port in your number, if you're not porting your number, if they don't need you to port in your number, then you get 50 gigs. But if they're forcing you to port in your number to get that free trial, they're giving you the truly unlimited data. Because in the New Jersey, in the state of New Jersey, they don't play that. Department of Consumer Affairs does not play that. They consider that being defrauding the customer by saying you're going to give them this and then giving them half of what you said you were going to give them, and that's what turns into lawsuits. Like I told your colleague, that's exactly why. Oh fuck! I was trying to hang up on the other line. Now I hung up. Oh my god! Let's see if she calls back, or can I call back the number she called me from? I don't know. She called me back. She called me from a phone number in York, Pennsylvania. Let me see if I can call this number back.
Hi, thanks for calling US Mobile. Just a heads up, this call is recorded for quality assurance. We'll be with you shortly. If you prefer not to wait, you can chat with a real person 24/7 at usmobile.com.
I should have just left that other line alone,
Email
man.
at help@usmobile.com.
I should have left that.
Let's get you to the right place. Please listen closely as we've updated our menu options to activate a new line.
And I can see US Mobile sent all their calls overseas too. Before I used to talk to Americans.
If you're having trouble with data, calls, or text, press 3. For billing inquiries or to manage your account, hold tight. Connecting you with a representative shortly.
I hung up by mistake. This time it wasn't her, it was me.
Hanging tight. You're 7th in line to connect with one of our reps.
And now I'm 7th in line to wait. I'm over here draining my iPhone 16 Pro battery talking to these people. But it's true, guys, and this goes in general. They should not be doing that to none of us. It don't matter what state you're from. Hello? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I hung up. Yeah, no. That was me. That was me. That was me. Because I had called, the call had dropped, so I had called US Mobile and I was trying to hang up the other line just in case my daughter or my son called me. I got the call waiting free. Because if I got both lines tied up, then it's going to go straight to voicemail. So I'm sorry. So, no, like I was explaining to you, the issue is that you can't do that. You can't basically tell somebody you have to port in your number. Like right now, you guys got the port in your number, right? You got your port in your number, and you get 6 months of the bill for from 44 to 39. With US Mobile, I mean, sorry, with Visible, I didn't even have to port in my number. And well, yes, I did. Yes, I did for that one plan. I did. Well, it was like you could either port in your number or get a new one. It was crazy. But I would get a $5 discount for 5 years. So it was a price lock guarantee for 5 years. So instead of paying 40 for their fully unlimited plan, which I got, which they gave me a discount because I'm always recommending them on YouTube. They looked up my YouTube channel and they seen how good I recommend them. So they gave me 20% off the bill permanently as a loyalty credit from Visible. I was supposed to be paying that 45 or 40, and they dropped it down permanently to 35 because Visible appreciates what I do for them on YouTube, and the spotlight and everybody that has joined the company because of me and my recommendations. Because since I'm not getting paid by Visible, what I'm saying, none of my videos are sponsored by these cell phone companies. People take my advice serious. They don't see me as another YouTuber that's just getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest issue that I have is that, like, the lack of, you know how would she say that? Because, like I said, it has nothing to do with you. This has to do with marketing. And I always criticize marketing on my live streams. Never have stopped. I've been criticizing marketing since I first tried you guys back in 2022. Was the first time I tried Visible, and it's because of the lack of discounts, for new customers, and being more aggressive on discounts. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're forcing somebody to port in from Metro, from Boost, from Cricket, from T-Mobile, from Verizon prepaid, I mean, from Verizon, or even Verizon postpaid or business or whatever. Let's just say they're tired of T-Mobile or whoever, and they're like, okay, well, the best thing that I'm gonna love about US Mobile is that I can switch between all three carriers because they allowed you to switch in case you're not getting service. Like right now, AT&T was having problems in my area. You guys sent me a new eSIM, and now I'm on the Warp when I started on the Dark Star. I think that's a great thing. But the thing is, when you guys are telling people to switch from another carrier to come to US Mobile, there should be a bigger incentive. You know what I'm saying? Like a bigger incentive. Like it has to be like a discount that's worth it. The plan $34 for 24 months. That's better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you guys did
Mm-hmm.
$34 for 1 year, but for 12 months is better. And also giving people free phones. What's wrong with giving a phone a Moto G 2026 for free, and you're gonna have that customer happy paying that $44 for a long time, than just not giving them nothing and they're hired to leave. Because why do you think all these people stay with Metro? Because they give you offers, and now even Metro started giving whoever gets their $50 and $60 plan, they get upgrade deals. They get the same price that a new customer would get. So that's how aggressive T-Mobile is being with Metro. You get what I'm saying?
I
And you guys
understand.
need to
Yeah.
compete in that realm in order to be more successful. Because just giving somebody a plan for 6 months and they got to put in the numbers, it's not enough. It's just not enough. You guys are better off saving money on the plan and giving people free phones. If you port over to US Mobile, we'll give you the Moto G 2026 for free. We'll give you the Moto G, the cheap phones, the Moto G Power. We'll give you an iPhone 13 for free. And the ones you guys have are pre-owned. Metro gives people brand new iPhones, not pre-owned, brand new iPhone 13s for free when they port in their number from a different carrier. Like right now, if I was to take this number right now and port it over to Cricket would give me the Samsung Galaxy S25 Fan Edition for $50. For $50 right now, the
Uh-huh.
S25 Fan Edition. So you see what I'm talking about? They're aggressive with their marketing and what they're enticing to get you to leave the carrier. And I just think that's what you guys should be doing, and that's what creates loyalty between a brand and their customer. It's not just the service all the time, because people, trust me, there's plenty of people that I talk to, right? That
Uh-huh.
DM me on Instagram or on here on Twitter, because I have a Twitter for my channel and an Instagram, and they'll be like, Alex, the only thing that I don't like is they lack on deals. I like that you can switch between all three carriers, but they lack on deals, bro. That's not me switching between all three carriers. I live in a city. I get great service everywhere I go. Metro gets service, or Visible gets service, or AT&T gets service. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying to compete in the city with them people that are accustomed to this, you got to throw them an initiative to leave that company. You can't just be like, okay, well, we're going to give you a plan for 39 dollars for 6 months, because it's just not going to be worth it to that customer to switch. The main reason why people are switching is because of the phone bill, the phone deals. The phone deals as was making all these
Uh-huh.
companies rich. Because that's exactly why Metro now in 2026 has 25 million customers. That's not a little bit of people. That's a lot of people. 25 million.
I
And
get
Cricket
it.
has 14 million as of 20. No, they have 16. 16 million because of all this promote, the WWE promoting them every time there's a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Don't forget about cricket and the wrestlers, people love the wrestlers, and of course their fans are going to run the cricket. So, it's smart marketing, and I just consider like US Mobile is anti-competitive. That's what I say on YouTube. That you guys are anti-competitive because you guys are not, you guys want to charge full price for these cheap phones that people are giving away for free. These other carriers. And I just think that if you guys wanted to compete, because at that point you don't have to give a discount on the plan. When you're giving them like a Moto G 2026 or 2025, or a G Play 2026 or
Uh-huh.
2025 for free, you don't got to lower down the price on the phone. You don't got to deal. I mean, lower down the price on the plan. You don't got to do a deal on the plan, because the person will stick with you
Yeah,
longer because you gave them a free phone.
I get it. Well, all I can say is that it's definitely not in my hand, as you also mentioned. So what I can do is I can definitely put in the word to my team, the higher team, so they will look into this. And so our best thing is that we are best for, like, we need our customers to be satisfied. So yes, I'll definitely put in the words further with my team, so they're gonna look into that part. And as of right now on your line,
That's what's
that you
up, bro.
have a free trial. So as this plan is for like free for and for 30 days that you're getting free service, so this plan only includes 30 gigabytes of data, and yes, that does get stopped after the 30 gigabytes if it's used up. I understand that it should have been mentioned. So, well, when you are trying to put in your lines, it's mentioned that it's a 30 gigabytes that you're getting with 5 gigabytes hotspot and unlimited talk and text. But I understand it should be clearly mentioned that it will get stopped after that. So
Correct.
in
And
that case, uh-huh.
no, and I was saying, and it's just not fair. Not to me because I'm a YouTuber and I have thousands of subs or anything like that. And to anybody, as a customer porting your number in from another, like I left Mobile X for you guys. You get what I'm saying? So me porting my number over from Mobile X to you guys, it's you're enticing me to leave to try your service, but you're not giving me the full experience of the service. You get what I'm saying? So when you do that, that seems like a cash grab, like a quick cash grab. Okay, we're gonna give them this, we're gonna tease them with this, and then we'll give them the full experience after they pay. So what you think that I didn't have to pay Mobile X my last bill before putting in my number? Yeah, I had to spend $26.50 to get this number over here. And that's what you guys
Right.
need to take into consideration. Not Metro, not Cricket, not Boost, none of these other prepaid phone plans, I mean, prepaid carriers are going to let you leave without paying your last bill. And you guys should know that. So, I wasted 26.50 with US, with Mobile X to come over here and get a fraction of the experience of the network. You get what I'm saying? So I just think if you guys
Mhm.
want to give 30 gigs, it should only be 30 gigs for people that are not bringing in their own phone number. If they're porting in from another carrier, you got to give them the full experience. You cannot half-ass it. Like I said, like I told your previous colleague, because over here in New Jersey, the Department of Customer Affairs does not like that. They consider that a fraudulent activity.
I understand, sir, but in US Mobile, on a free trial, you are getting 30 gigabytes of data. But, well, you're also eligible as you're on a free trial. You're also eligible for our deals, which are currently going on. As you mentioned that you're a YouTuber, so you require data. So we have our unlimited premium plan. If you want to look into that, you can get this unlimited annual unlimited premium plan for just $299, which is monthly going to $25 a month, which is lesser than the monthly price for the $44, which you get on an unlimited premium plan. Even lesser than the discounted price for the unlimited premium plan, which is currently going on to $39 a month for 6 months. So if you go with this plan, on this plan, you are getting unlimited priority data, which does not get throttled, and you get 50 gigabytes of hotspot with unlimited talk and text. Also, as I see that you're on a work network, you're also getting a free companion smartwatch plan on that if you want to get a smartwatch for yourself. So you get a free companion smartwatch with that. Also, if you are traveling outside the US, you're also getting 20 gigabytes of international data with 200 minutes and 250 texts on that. That's for roaming. And also, this plan includes international calling and texting, where you can call and text within the US to outside the country. And the benefit for having a premium plan is that it's giving you free network transfers 8 times per cycle. Like per month, you can get free network transfers. So basically, on other plans, after two free network transfer, you get charged $2 for a network transfer.
Hmm. So it's
So
basically
these
you
are
get
the
you get eight eSIMs from Lightspeed, Warp, and Darkstar per month, basically.
Uh, no, that's the multi-network add-on that you can get.
No, no, I know, but you guys have to send an eSIM because, like I said, when I first started with you guys on the
Uh-huh.
Darkstar and AT&T was having problems, they just set up a new tower close to my house because the old one got taken down because of the
I get.
hospital. You guys
Uh-huh.
sent me a new eSIM to switch from Warp. I mean, sorry, from Darkstar to Warp. So basically, it's switching the network, but you guys gotta send an eSIM, a new eSIM. It can't, work on the
Yeah,
same
that's
eSIM.
to provision the correct network
Correct, correct.
on
So
the
it's gonna
phone. Yeah.
correct. So that's what I'm saying. But yeah, like I said, I mean, like I said, this is this is above your pay grade, but
Mhm.
sometimes they get to listening, you know, to the
I,
recording and the call, and it's
uh-huh.
just like I said, it's just in New Jersey that department doesn't fly with that. When you forcing somebody to port in a number and only giving them 50 gigs of data. I mean 30 gigs of data, not even 50, 30 gigs of data. Because when you're forcing
I,
somebody, even if you have it under terms and conditions, they can consider that malpractice and shady terms and conditions, because they, like I said, these AT&T's bigger than you guys, and AT&T got sued for the same reason, because they were telling people to port and that they were going to give them this, and they were not applying with the rules in the state of New Jersey. So they was like, yeah, we don't care what your terms and conditions say, we care about the rules that we have implemented in the state of New Jersey. So the judge awarded the Department of Consumer Affairs $10.5 million, and AT&T's multi-million-dollar lawyer couldn't do nothing. They lost the case. They're like,
I,
okay, well, we lost, we can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So that department doesn't care about that. They care about, okay, well, you made our New Jersey resident switch from this carrier to you, pay that bill, and then you guys didn't
uh-huh.
even give them the full access to the network. That's what they're gonna
I
look
understand.
at.
I get it. But yeah, in US Mobile, the free trial that comes with this service only on the free trial.
Correct. So I just
And
think
it's
that
like
the
a 30 days free service with 30 gigabytes of data. So it's like that.
correct. It's like a gig per day.
Something kind of like that, but it's like 30 days of free trial in which you're getting 30 gigabytes of data. That's how it is.
No, yeah, but you could consider that. You can consider a gig per day,
I
but a gig per day for somebody like me, that I'm a TikToker with over 26,000 followers, and I do live streams on there too. And I have
definitely.
Whatnot, and I be on there a lot too on Whatnot, Instagram, Facebook, where I have over 50,000 followers on Facebook, where I do a lot of live streaming on Facebook. That's nothing. That goes through like I use more than that on Boost. Boost, my billing cycle with Boost just started over on the 27th, and I'm already at 106 gigs because of all
I
the things
get
that I
that.
do. You get what I'm saying? So it's just for me in my line of work, mainly on social media, it just doesn't doesn't work. And I would say the main thing you guys have to focus on is fixing the billing cycle thing. The whole thing about switching from I started on the 27th all the way going down to the 25th. And then if I was on the auto pay, it would have went down to the 23rd. So that's a total loss of basically how many days? 24, 25, 26, 27, 4 days. That's a total loss of 4 days just because of a billing cycle change. And that's what causes overdraft fees with bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are not going to pay my
I
overdraft fee,
mhm.
because you would think, oh, I'm
I
on the
uh-huh.
exception that I'm, going to pay maybe on the 26th because you got to take one day away. But you guys take all these days off once, at once. And that is like my biggest gripe. Like that's why I told a lot of my subscribers, I was like, look, I'll try US Mobile, but if they change their billing cycle, I'm not keeping US Mobile. And that's basically what you guys do. Because with Cricket, I got a permanent billing cycle. I started December 16th of last year, and I mean December 17th, and my bills due on the 16th of every month. So there goes the 30 days. The 31st day is where my billing cycle starts all over again. My billing cycle starts, my minutes and my data starts all over again on the 17th, and the due date is on the 16th. Metro, I started on the 22nd, and my permanent due date is the 21st. So they do charge 30 days like you guys do. They just make it where the system recognizes that the end date is actually the day before, and the due date as the day that you actually I mean the day that you activate the service is your renew date, and the day before is your payment date, the last day that you have to pay the bill. So, and that's what Boost does too. You know what I'm saying? So they treat it more like a postpaid experience than a prepaid experience. And that's why all these companies have millions of subscribers, millions of customers. because people are tired of paying. I'm tired of paying Bank of America. It's like I told you rep earlier. Bank of America made $3.5 billion in 2025 for off of overdraft fees.
I get it.
That's not a little bit of money, and it was all for cell phone bills and stuff like that because they talked about it on NBC News. I seen the video on their channel here on YouTube, and it was like, can you believe more than half of this $3.5 billion was overdraft fees for cell phone bills? No, I can't believe that. Yeah.
I understand, sir. So what happens is like our billing cycle consists of 30 days.
No, but that's what I'm
So,
saying. There's two.
mhm.
But it's like I told you, the difference is that they're taking one day away. So, like Visible, I started Visible. Um, when was it? January 27th of 2018. Okay, and my permanent due date is on the 26th, and the 27th. My billing cycle resets, so it's still 30 days because I started the service on the 27th, and it's due on the 26th. So you see, still 30 days. It's not 31 days. Still 30 days. It's just the 31 day would be the 27th. You get what I'm saying? And that way they don't got to change. They don't got to change your bill because, like I said, that all that does is cost overdraft fees. I don't really have time to be worrying about. Oh my God, U.S. Mobile. Oh my God, I forgot. I don't get paid till next week, and the bill's on the 15th, and I don't get paid till the 25th. You get what I'm saying? Because then,
Mhm.
choo-choom, overdraft fee. Well, who told you to? But Bank of America is going to say is who told you to put U.S. Mobile, knowing that they changed the billing cycle, Mr. Fabres? That's a personal problem. That's not a Bank of America problem. That's a you problem. You take that up with U.S. Mobile. That's exactly what they're going to say. So that's why I tell a lot of my subscribers to, if they're going to use you guys, to put you guys on a prepaid card. So that way, if you guys try to take the funds out and they're not there, no overdraft fee.
Okay, so you were like against the payment being charged through autopay 2 days before. Am I getting that right, Bob?
No, it's not that. It's the fact that you guys changed the billing cycle. Alex, curious.
Um,
Launch
well, what
on
happens is like
internet phone.
some months are like 30 days and
Starting.
some are like 31.
No, I didn't
So
see that, bro.
February is like, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, and even like in
No,
February it's
I didn't see that,
28
bro.
days. So it's just like differs
Nothing.
in few days.
I didn't see that Starlink. I didn't see that. That's what's up, though. Yeah, no, no, no. Completely understand. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. But you guys still switch the date. Every time there's 31 days, you guys are gonna switch the date. Like, let's see. Does this math have 31 days? Well, let me see. Let me look up my iPhone calendar. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's that calendar at? I got too many apps on my phone. Oh, here we go. Today's the 7th. Okay. No, this month has 30 days. So you're good, right? My bill would stay the same. It would be due on the basically the 25th of
Mhm.
March. Okay. So then March has 31 days. Okay. So since March got 31 days, my bill would be due on the 23rd of June. And then June has 30 days. So then it would be due on the 23rd of July. July has 31 days, so that would drop from the 23rd to the 21st. It would be due August 21st, 21st. August has 31 days, so then it would be due on the 19th of September. September has 30 days, so then
Mhm.
October it would be due on the 19th of October. October has 31 days, so then it would drop down to the 17th of November. November has 30 days, so then December 19th would be my due date. Then December has 31 days, and then it would be due on the 16th of January. That's what I'm talking about. It switches. You get what I'm saying? Like it keeps going down and down and down. That doesn't happen with Visible. That doesn't happen with US Mobile. I mean, sorry, with Cricket or Boost or Verizon Prepaid or uh, any one of these other
Okay.
carriers. The permanent billing cycle is the day before you activate the service. So Metro even tells you what you want your billing cycle to be. I want my billing cycle to be on the 15th. Okay, call us back on the 16th, and your permanent billing cycle would be due on the 15th, and your renew date would be on the 16th because we charge every 30 days. So it's the same thing. The only thing is that they keep a permanent 30-day cycle. That's the best way I could explain it.
I get.
It's a permanent 30-day cycle. And
I
that
get
way
it.
it doesn't
So,
mess with nothing. I set it on auto pay, and Metro says, okay, well, we're gonna charge you your bills due on the 23rd. I mean, sorry, on the 21st. We are going to charge you on the 19th, 2 days ahead. So I don't worry about it
okay.
because it's gonna stay the 19th forever. Not with you guys. You get what I'm saying? So if it's the 23rd, like I told you, it would drop down each month. So it would drop down on the month that has 31 days from the 23rd to the 21st, from the 21st to the 19th, from the 19th to the 17th, from the 17th to the 15th, from the 15th to the 12th, and it will keep going like that. And that's what causes overdraft fees. Now with Metro,
No
it's
worries.
permanently on the 19th. So I don't have to worry about it.
19th to
Whether there's
19th.
30, yep, correct.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
31 days, 28 days, it's still the 19th.
No worries. Just a moment. Let me get a clarity for myself too from my team, so I can guide you a little bit better about that too. Okay.
No
Just
problem.
give me a moment. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, guys. Damn, we've been on here for 2 hours. And I appreciate the support, man. And I like to say, man, if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I just have a direct. I didn't know they were hopping on with Starlink, guys. I'm sorry. It's Jimmy and what's your names? Spooky? Spoogie? I don't want to butcher your name, broski. But I'm not ignoring you guys. You gotta understand I'm talking to the rep. So I don't want to be rude and just read comments. Now that she put me on hold, I can read the comments. Ask for a free month. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. That's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to ask her bump that $10 discount they want to give me. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna break the charger to the computer. Good lord, damn. Jesus Christ, man. I'm about to get mad at myself. I have to start doing live streams on the phone again because this damn computer doesn't even let you charge through USB Type C. It doesn't have reverse charging on the USB Type C. I can only charge my phone, but I can't charge the computer via USB Type
I'm
C.
still here. Okay. Just a moment.
US
Really
Mobile,
appreciate your patience, sir.
no problem.
Thank you.
What they doing for you, Alex? I'm about to get a free month from them, bro. Cause they're not, bro. I had to pay fucking. Sorry, I don't mean to curse again. I'm sorry about that, guys. I said no cursing this year, but my flustered. I'm flustered. I'm about to get a free month out of them. Seriously, I'm about to get a free month out of them. See if you can get premium for $30. Well, the last rep was like, no, we'll give you a $10 discount. So that means 34 for 2 months. But nah, bro. No, 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 no. I'm gonna tell them they gotta give me a free month on the premium plan due to the fact that I had to pay 26.50, well 27.50 with taxes to US Mobile just to be able to, I mean, to freaking Mobile X just to port in this number over to them. So I already told her that, but I'm like, no, I feel like I lost money here because it's true. Shit. 30 gigs. And now you guys see I can't even load up Instagram, my Instagram. In case any of you guys want to follow me on Instagram, is Alex Raw Tech. At Alex Raw Tech on Instagram. You guys are gonna see a whole bunch of speed testing and a whole bunch of stuff on there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add more videos to Instagram. Forgot. I wish, Jimmy. I wish they would do some shit like that and say, you know what, we're gonna give you the premium plan for 44 instead of $44, $30 a month. That would be awesome. I'll definitely keep them. But the thing is that, guys, the whole billing cycle changing nonsense. That's what gets under my skin. That's what really pisses me off. And I gotta hurry up too, guys, because tomorrow I got my doctor's appointment, and my doctor's gonna tell me what can I do. See if I gotta order a back brace from Amazon, and that'll help me. Let me see. I'm about to start looking it up from now, because if he says
Thank you so much for holding patiently on to the line.
no problem.
So I just want to clarify one thing about our billing cycles, as
Hmm.
I did mention, it is also 30 days. So if you keep your auto pay turned off, so
Hmm.
that is going to keep you from the overdrive fee. That's
Hmm.
what you're mentioning, right?
Yeah.
So it's cut off your service. Definitely not. It's going to stay for 30 days till the end of the day from that time allotment. It is for 30 days exactly.
No, no, no.
So
But
what
I
happens?
wasn't. No, I understand that, but I wasn't talking about that. It's you guys bill 30 days. It's the fact that you guys switched the due date. You guys
No,
switched the due
definitely
date.
not, sir.
So you're telling me my
It
permanent
is
date is going to be on the 25th of each month?
25th of each month that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as your this plan, the free trial is expiring on the 25th of April, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're talking about. So if you get charged uh, on the 25th after your free trial get expired, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like somewhere around 5 a.m. that your free trial gets expired Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So you get charged on that. So from that particular day and time,
Mm-hmm.
30 days from that particular date and time till
Mm-hmm.
the next. So after, let's do this just a moment. Da-da-da. Okay, just a moment.
No problem.
So yeah, so if I'm just letting you know about like your next month
Mm-hmm.
expiration or
Mm-hmm.
your next month plan, so that is definitely counting into
Mm-hmm.
April 25, your next month start, as
Mm-hmm.
in your sorry, next plan start
Mm-hmm.
after the free trial, and the that plan is going to expire on May the 25th.
Okay, and after May 25th, is it gonna stay at what is it, April 25th? Or is it gonna drop down to April 23rd?
No,
Or
sir. If you plus 30 days on May 25th, it is going to be June 25th, same time. So if you keep your auto pay turned off, so you can just reach it that exact time and you can have your services run again. So what happens? Let's just have the turn auto pay to not have the customers have a hiccup in their service. Because sometimes what happens is there is like a card issue, the payments get declined. There's like some bank issue which is declining the payment or something like that. There are like instances where issues occur. So
correct, but
that's
that's
why
that's like
uh-huh.
that's like me now. Since I got tired of paying overdraft fees, I switched over to the Bank of America $5 checking account, which doesn't let me overdraft. And that's exactly what happens. It'll say that you guys can't take the money out. Hello?
Yeah, so I'm here. Can
Hey.
you hear me?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I got another phone call. What
Sure,
happened,
sure.
Juliana?
No worries.
No, baby. I haven't even gone back to work. Yeah. I'll see what I can do, okay? What happened? $25 where? What you mean? No, then you gotta wait till you get back over here, baby. You're in Puerto Rico. You gotta wait till you get back over here to New Jersey. Then you could give it to me and I could put it in the bank and put it in your card. Load it into your card. Then I'll see if I can send you $10. All right, bye. Love you. Let me later, Juliana, because I'm doing a live stream and I'm actually talking. Sorry, I'm actually talking on the phone to the cell phone company. So I'll call you. I'll call you when I'm done with them. Okay. All right. Love you. Sorry about that. My daughter wants Robux. She wants to play Roblox. Um, but yeah, that's basically what I was talking about. I was talking about like does the billing cycle change or would it stay the same? Like my billing cycle stays the same with Boost and Cricket and Metro.
Yes, sir. So it's every end of cycle, if you just plus 30 days, so you're gonna just have a safe side that what exactly your expiration date for that particular plan is. So that's how you will be safe from that overdraft fee that you need to pay. Yeah.
No, correct. But I was just saying about the billing date in general. Let me see something. Let me see something right here. All right, because here it says
Sure.
I got 17 days left. That my March 26th through April 25th. Yeah, that's what it says here. March 26th through April 25th is what's going to create the 1 month. So you see what I'm talking about? Like it. Yeah, I started the service on the 26th. Now it dropped down to the 26th, and now next month, in April, the bill would be due on the 25th. But the issue that I'm having, Miss, is like I told you. I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
upfront with you. I don't think it was fair that I had to pay, basically Mobile X $27.50 because I just looked at my Bank of America credit card and that's what they took out. $27.50 just to get a number over to you guys to then have to pay a whole nother bill again this month. When I just paid that this month to US, I mean to Mobile X to get the number transferred over to you guys.
Okay. Mm, I understand. But yeah, that carrier works in that way. But if you are like not really sure
Yeah, because
how
if
to
you're
pay for
porting
that option.
if you're
Uh-huh.
if you're if you're porting in from any carrier, they're gonna want you to pay the month bill before you leave. You get what I'm saying? They won't
Uh-huh.
even give you the port out pin without you paying the money.
Oh, well, on our side, we do not uh, stop like and any like if the customer has ported in their line, they are definitely free to port it out anytime.
Yeah, but that's not how it is with other companies. They want their money.
I get it.
They're
Hmm.
like, here, we want this, and then you can take your number. If you don't give us this, then you're not taking nothing. You better
Oh,
tell them to give you a new number. And that's
I get it.
yeah, and that's how they work. You know what I'm saying? And that's in their terms and conditions. So in that situation, you can't do.
Yeah, but if you're with US Mobile, definitely. If you're porting on your line, you're definitely anytime if you decide to port out your number, you're literally free to go. We cannot stop you because it's your number that you brought to US Mobile. So that's
Co-
gonna be only and only customer's choice.
Correct, correct, correct. But when it comes to, like I said, Mobile X, I had to pay the bill before I could, leave
Uh,
with the phone number.
that is, yeah,
And that's basically the issue that I had to,
I get it.
so that's where, I'm like, okay, I had to pay these
Um,
people to port in this number. And now, and it's like that regardless with anybody. If you have a postpaid
I
line,
get it.
you're gonna have to pay that last bill. They're gonna T-Mobile's gonna be like, yeah, you can take your number, but you're gonna give us this last bill. You're gonna pay for this last bill. All right, go ahead, leave wherever you want to go, but you're gonna pay us this last bill. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want a debt collection agency on your back and trying to ruin your credit, then
Uh-huh.
you just give them here you go and leave me alone. You get what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
So that's where
Yeah,
it becomes an inconvenience for me because now
I get
basically I
it.
got to come out $44 after paying 27.50 to them. I got to come out another $44 to give you guys to continue, basically to get the full access to the internet because not the talk and text, but to get the full access of having the internet. Because here with Verizon, the internet is fast because I got Visible and I got unlimited internet with Visible. So I get
Uh-huh.
truly unlimited. Like with Visible last month, I used 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes on my iPhone 15 Pro. Well, my iPhone 14 Pro because I had it on the 14 Pro. So I used 2 terabytes. And I get
I
truly
get it.
unlimited hotspot at 15 megs per second.
Mm, I get that.
Yeah, because
But yeah, so well, that's how it is. All I can do is forward your word to my team, higher team, so they can consider that, make the changes further for our customer satisfaction. Definitely.
yeah, because like I said, just because I'm not, gonna contact the Department of Consumer Affairs here in New Jersey, somebody else might not be nice enough.
I get that.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
when you're forcing somebody to port in a number and you're only giving them 30 gigs, is considered defrauding a customer in the state of New Jersey. There's a difference when you're forcing somebody to port in a number compared to when you're giving them a number. If you give somebody a new number, then that doesn't matter. You can put whatever rules you want. But when you're forcing somebody to leave their carrier to come to your carrier, it becomes an issue. It becomes a huge issue. So that's what I'm saying. So like I said, hopefully, you guys get the ball rolling on that, but I just can't sit here and give you guys
Uh,
another $44. You get what I'm saying? Just to have unlimited when I just had to pay, you know, these people, what is it? Freaking US Smoke. I mean, not US Smoke. I keep saying US Mobile. I'm talking to you guys on the phone. Mobile X. I keep saying US Mobile because you guys both, I got the work on the plan and they run on the Verizon network as well. So when I had to pay Mobile X 27.50, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like you guys are giving me a great deal. I understand if you were like, okay, well, for trying out the service for free, we're gonna give you the plan for $34 for 1 year, like you guys were doing before. Then that would be a whole different story. But $44 or $39 for 6 months, it's not really worth it to me. I could take this number
I,
tomorrow to Cricket and get the
uh-huh.
iPhone 16e for free and just port out.
I get that.
And I'm
But
getting a phone out
yeah,
of it.
if you don't want to go with like monthly premium, you're definitely eligible for the yearly premium plan, like $299 if you want to go with that.
Yeah, but $300 straight out right now is not in the
Mhm.
talks. I'm not even.
I get that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a possibility. Not a possible. I just don't do that. That's not. I don't do annual plans because if it was like that, instead of having
Uh-huh.
Metro, I would have Mint Mobile. They both are owned by T-Mobile. They both have truly unlimited data. So I would have had Mint
Okay, so
Mobile.
like, how about if you go with like unlimited starter plan, which is $25 a month, that and the $10 off is also like provided to you that we can give to you on this plan, unlimited starter, $25, so you get $10 off for 2 months if you are willing to go with this plan, in which you're getting 20 gigabytes of high speed data with 10 gigabytes of hotspot
Yeah, but 20
with
gigs of
unlimited talk.
yeah, but 20 gigs of data. That's nothing. Like I pay $25 a month for Metro and I get truly unlimited data. Right now, Metro I use 300 gigs.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I got really competitive plans with Metro and like I told you,
I
Visible.
understand. Well, as of now, these are the only plans that I have I can suggest you, sir.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not a it's not a big incentive, giving somebody 30 gigs of data. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big incentive. It's not something that's going to make the customer say, "Wow, I want to get this service," because you're only getting 30 gigs of data. Once you go over 30 gigs of data, your data is no good. You literally are forced to hop into a
Uh-huh.
paying plan right away because you don't have no more data. So if you're a heavy data user, then that plan, the $25 plan is really not for
Mm-hmm.
people that are heavy data users. Like I told you, I'm a YouTuber, so I gotta put it to the test because that's what my subscribers want to see. They don't
I
want to.
understand.
They're gonna like, what the hell you got that plan for, bro? What the hell's 20 gigs? You'll go over that in 2 days, which is true.
I get
Live
it.
streaming takes a lot of data.
Totally understand that. Yeah. Well, sir, at the end, that is going to be definitely your choice, like which plan you want to go with and how you want to proceed. Definitely.
Yeah, because like I said, I didn't know that this plan only brung 30 gigs, and I talked to customer service. You know what I'm saying? If they would have
Uh-huh.
told me, no, sir, this plan only brings 30 gigs, and after 30 gigs, you don't have no more data, then I would have never got the plan. I would have never got the plan. I would have went straight to Cricket and said, okay, well, guys, I'm gonna try out the iPhone 16e on Cricket. We're getting it for free, and I would have just done that. Because, like I said, a $600 phone is worth more my phone number than a plan that only brings 30 gigs of data, and then you get shut off, and then you're forced to switch to the paid one. Because
Right.
that's like a scam. You know what I'm saying? That's like when somebody puts a video saying
Uh-huh.
we're gonna give you a free phone when I reach 1,000 subscribers, and then the person reaches 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry, I can't afford the giveaway. You get what I'm saying? It's like false
Okay.
pretenses. You're getting somebody to leave the carrier they've been with for how many years to come over, and then when they run out of data,
I
you know, it is what it is. But like I
I
said,
get
no,
that. Yeah.
like I said, I'm not mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
you're not
understand.
you're not the one who
Uh-huh.
makes the decisions, but I can't do the 25 plan. It's not for me
I get that part, sir. Definitely.
because all my plans have unlimited data.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you are looking for like unlimited data, the only plan that we have with unlimited priority data is unlimited premium plan.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. 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 So I
So
was thinking
you, uh-huh.
that
Yes, sir.
this is I would think this would be the right way to rectify this issue since I called you guys before I even switched my number from mobile X to you guys. I did call you guys. And I have the live stream to prove it that I called you guys before I even ported over the number. I was live streaming and I let the rep know and they were cool with it. Okay, so I
Okay.
even called and asked the
Uh-huh.
questions about the plan before I even brought my number over. And like I told you, if that rep would have told me, no, once you go over 30 gigs, the data's gone. All they told me were like, no, you're just gonna get slowed down. It's not gonna be as fast, but you're still gonna be able to do, basic things like iMessage, go on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. And right now I can't do none of them things because the like you said, the data's completely shut off. Um, I think me myself, I think I deserve the premium plan, but free for this month
I
because of
understand.
all the mishaps. Because I didn't really get
I
the free
understand.
trial.
I totally get it. The representative needs to be precise about the information that they tell you. So
Because like I said, if she would have said no, this plan is not fully unlimited. Once you go over, you're gonna have no
uh-huh.
data. Then I would have never ported my number in. I would have just
I
waited till
understand.
you guys had a better offer on the regular plan and just got the regular plan, where that way I wouldn't have no data caps. Because what I really wanted to try with you guys was the Dark Star plan. That's what I first started. But like I said, since AT&T is doing all these setting up this new microsite, I already talked to them on the phone. They were like, yeah, by April 10th, everything should be done. And you should
I
be
understand,
getting
sir.
like over a gig at your house with us with AT&T. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why I switched to Warp. And of course, I got millimeter wave here where I live at. So of course that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
pull like 2,500 down, 3 gigs down. Of course, that 30 gigs wasn't gonna last anything. When
I get it.
I get like 600 down on C band.
Yeah.
So on N77, so the data was going to go out fast, 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 fast.
Totally.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, instead of you guys giving me $20 in 2 months, how about just give me a month free because of all this inconvenience, and I'll be glad to stay with you guys.
Let me get in touch with my team regarding that real quick, okay?
Okay,
Just a moment.
no problem. There we go, guys. Exactly what you told me to ask. We're gonna see. We are going to see what's gonna happen. You guys seen Boost gave me truly unlimited data. Oh God, I'm gonna be the most expensive uh freaking customer for Boost Mobile, which I'm not gonna abuse it. Like I said, I'm gonna do my normal thing, Snapchat on here, speed test for you guys, and all that stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. What I usually do for you guys. I don't. You guys know I don't sit here and stress test no network. I have never done that. You guys know I use 2 terabytes on Visible, but it's because I was speed testing millimeter wave. You know what I'm saying? Again, 35, 35, 35, 35, 600 up, 600 up, 600 up, 600 up. Of course, that's going to use up all that data. Speed testing. But yeah, I didn't even know. I'm about to ask her about that, about the whole Starlink situation. Starlink, baby, baby. And guys, please, I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you guys in the comment section. Is that I'm talking to her and I don't like being rude. You see, she's super cool. She's being nice. She's not like her colleague. Yeah, but you already told me that. We already talked about that. So what else can I do for you? And that's exactly how you guys sound when you're rushing the
Thank
customer
you so
off
much
the
for
phone.
holding patiently onto the line. So just got back from my team and
Yes.
they are like suggesting you to, we can provide you max free plan on our light plan, which is 2 gigs with unlimited talk and text, which is definitely not enough. I understand that part. For 7 days, that we can provide you for free. But
Yeah,
if
but
you go with,
yeah, but you need
if
to
you
explain
want
to
to
them.
go with unlimited, I tried my best, sir. I really tried my best, but that is what the answer that I'm getting right now, and that's what I am forwarding it to you.
Yeah, but
It's
two.
for unlimited starter. On that, you are getting $10 off for
Yeah,
two
but
months.
yeah, but the unlimited starter is not enough gigs. And they need to understand that I had to pay Mobile X. I had to. There was no way to port out the number without paying that company their money. There was no
I
way
totally.
to port out the
Mhm.
number.
I understand, sir. I mean, that's how that company is working, but on our end, that's how it is going to be, unfortunately. There
What the hell
is
is this?
nothing more I can do right
Oh
now.
my god. I was leaning against this thing. Good lord.
I really tried my best to get you a better offer, but that's what we can do right now.
So you're talking about the jeez, shouldn't have really been leaning against this. Oh. So you're telling me, so what is that? The department that deals with credits and all that stuff?
It's just a team higher than me. That's what I just referred to, and that's the answer they provided it to me. So I just forwarded it to you.
So a free 2 gig plan or the
ten
the
dollar off on the $25 unlimited starter for 2 months.
so that would be 30 instead of 50, so that's $20 off. But that's the starter plan, and that thing only brings what, 20 gigs?
70 gigabytes of high speed data. After 70 gigs of high speed, the data gets throttled down to lower speed. But till the 70 gigs, you're getting high speed. And the hotspot that you're getting, that 10 gigabytes of hotspot data with unlimited talk and text.
So what are the speeds after the 70 gigs? What is it?
After
One
it
meg?
gets throttled, let me just cross check it for you.
I think it is 1 meg. 1 meg per second. Mhm.
It's like between 1 to 8 MB, sir. It gets slows down.
Also between 1 meg and 8 megs of data.
Yes, sir.
And I should have never been leaning on that. Okay, so you're saying basically $20 off for 2 months on the $35. I mean on the $25 plan. But that's 70 gigs. And how about on the Dark Star? How many gigs is the that plan on the Dark Star? Still 70 gigs?
No, sir. That is unlimited. Unlimited high speed data. That does not get throttled on Dark Star only. And on Dark Star, also on a starter plan, you get 20 gigabytes of hotspot.
And how is the data on Dark Star?
It is unlimited, sir.
So it's unlimited 5G plus and all that.
That is correct, sir.
So the only
As
difference,
long as you're in a good coverage zone, you'll be getting good speed, high speed.
well, yeah, I mean, AT&T got towers all over this. They got a big market
Yeah,
share here where I live at.
that's correct.
So, so the difference between the Dark Star and this one is that the premium one lets you switch between all three carriers. Now, does that this one have the same feature or no?
I'm sorry.
Does the $25 plan have the same feature where you could switch between the three carriers?
Yes, yes, definitely. You do have on every plan you have an option to switch between carriers.
Hmm.
So, but only on premium plan it's free 8 times per month. But on every other plan besides the premium, it's
Hmm.
two times free network transfer. After that, two free network transfer in a cycle, it's $2 charge.
Okay, $2 charge. So that's not bad. So yeah, the only way I would be able to test out the network good then is it would have to be on the Dark Star. It wouldn't be able to be on Warp. So okay, so but that's the difference between the premium plan too, right? The premium plan gives you unlimited data on Warp, Lightspeed, and Dark Star, right? That's another difference between the premium plan.
On Darstar, yes, the hotspot is differs in other networks. So on premium plan on Darkstar, you're getting 100 as an unlimited hotspot. Only the hotspot data gets throttled after 100 gigabytes. But the data, cellular data
Hmm.
that you get, that's unlimited priority data.
So it doesn't matter if you're on Lightspeed or Warp or Dark Star, right? When it comes to the premium plan.
Yes, yeah, for the data,
For the
for the
data.
cellular data on
Yeah.
premium plan on all three networks, you're getting unlimited priority data. Only it differs in hotspot. On Warp and Lightspeed, you're getting 50 gigabytes of hotspot, but on Darkstar only, you're getting unlimited hotspot, which gets throttled after 100 gigabytes.
Well, I think it's 200. Yeah, you got 200, 100 at full speed, 100 at 8 megs, and then 600. I think it's 612 kilobytes after that, like T-Mobile does, 612. But that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I like the
Uh-huh.
premium plan because the premium plan gives you unlimited on all three. You get what I'm saying? On
I
all three networks. And
I get it.
for somebody that uses a lot of data like I do, and not only that, the premium plan, this plan is the one that gives you standalone. Like the
On
other
Warp,
plan, yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah, no,
the
not
the
only on Warp,
standalone.
you guys got standalone on Warp. Well, not it hasn't fully. You guys haven't came out with the carrier update. That's what it's called, the carrier update to launch it on the iPhones. But you guys do have standalone on Warp on the Androids right now. But they said by the end of this month, sometime it's supposed to be updated to where the iPhone can get it with a carrier update. You guys got to do something on the back end with Verizon. But right now, you guys do have standalone on light. You know what I'm saying? And in July, you
Uh-huh.
guys are gonna get standalone on Dark Star here in New Jersey, where I live at. So that's the thing. Standalone T-Mobile is only giving standalone to you guys on the on the light speed, but the premium plan. Verizon is only giving you guys standalone on the premium plan. AT&T is only giving you guys standalone on the premium plan. So if I have that, how you call it? If I have that $25 plan, I'm not gonna have standalone because AT&T made it clear that was only coming to Dark Star. I mean, to the
Oh,
premium plan, to the 40 that you had to get the $40, the $44 premium plan in order to get the standalone. And that's the full
yeah.
standalone.
Uh-huh.
Voice over new radio, which is voice over 5G standalone and all that. So the premium is only going to the $44 plan, not the $25 plan. So that's where it becomes an issue. Because then if I choose that
I get
plan, then I'm not going to be able to take advantage of standalone. Because the only reason standalone still shows up on my phone is because I got the premium. But I already had talked to Verizon, and Verizon said, yeah, if you get another plan, it'll fade out. It won't be there no more. Standalone won't be there. It's only because you're on the
oh,
premium plan. Yeah, because I got a
or
Verizon business line. So I already got a standalone on Verizon. The Verizon business
oh,
line has voice over standalone and standalone. Just like the T-Mobile, my T-Mobile business line on my iPhone 17 Pro. They're both on my 17 Pro. So that's what I'm saying. So the only way I could take advantage of the full access of these networks is by being on the premium plan. Because that's what I want to show off on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? I'm a YouTuber. So what am I gonna show? Oh guys, look, I got the $25 starter plan and yeah, Alex, where the hell's your standalone? You know what I'm saying? Where the hell's your
I
standalone?
get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if they if they
Yeah.
if they can't do nothing with the premium network, then sadly I can't stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm you know I'm really thinking about getting in contact with the like I said with the oh she banged on me. She hung up on me. She literally hung up on me, guys. Literally hung up on me. Or was it Boost that lost service? Because the 5G on Boost just came back. I mean, we've been on the phone forever. Forever and ever. Ever. Oh, and I think they close at 9. Yeah, that's true too. Let me see. Let me ask Gemini. I think the customer care closed. Let me see. Gemini, at what time does US mobile customer care close? Oh no, she's calling me back.
Hi there, Alex. I'm
Yeah.
again from US Mobile Sponsoring Card Data Quality Assurance. I'm really sorry. It was like 1 hour, so it just automatically disconnects.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
You were saying something.
No, I was saying, I'm gonna need you to really like reach out to that department you were talking to because
Uh-huh.
I would hate to have to contact the Department of Consumer Affairs because of them. And I'm not
I get
I'm
it.
not threatening. I'm being
I will
dead
definitely
serious.
forward the word further.
Because like I said, the fact that the Department of Consumer Affairs are gonna pull that phone call, they're gonna ask you for all these recordings. And they're gonna pull the phone call where your rep, before I even switched over to you guys, never told me that the data would be shut off. Never ever told me. No, yeah, if
I
you get
get
this
that.
plan, the data is gonna be completely shut off. So you could tell them that I will be contacting the New Jersey NJ that they could Google them,
So,
NJ Department of
mhm.
Consumer Affairs if they don't do the right thing, which is the the $44 plan for free for this month. I'm not saying to give me 6 months free. I said 1 month free because of all these inconveniences.
I get that. We're surely going to investigate on that. I will forward the word to my team. But as of now, the only thing that is that we cannot go ahead and give the unlimited plans for free for a month.
Freaking
The thing is that, but we are going to investigate on it, and what we can do is we can get back to you on your registered email.
on my email. I don't even remember what email I got on here. I forget what
Is this
email.
the email that you registered yourself with US Mobile? The Gmail one.
Yeah, but technically, I don't like being emailed. This ain't 1996. This ain't 1992. This ain't 1982 when I was born. This is 2026. So just like they like making the shots, they got to be making a phone call, not an email. I don't accept emails.
I
If they
understand.
want to go back and
Mhm.
forth, then they can call me themselves and tell me what is the reason behind them not wanting to do their job. Because I don't accept emails. If I don't
Yeah,
accept
the
them from my
thing
credit
is
card
like there
banks and
are
their
higher.
finance departments, then I'm
uh,
not gonna accept it from a cell phone carrier.
I get it. So what the thing is, sir, like there are other teams, like they are not available on call. So all they do is that they operate by email support. So if
Yeah, but
that's gonna be the case,
that's
I
not
get it. But I will put in the word to have them call you if that's possible.
yeah, because like I said, they need to call me. They definitely
I
need to
will
call
put
me
in
because like
that
I
word,
said,
sir.
if I get
Definitely,
in
yeah.
contact with that department, somebody in that department is gonna be losing their job because I'm pretty sure the CEO is gonna be like, why the fuck didn't you just give him the damn month free instead of him having us under scrutiny with that department that sued the shit out of AT&T and T and got $10.5 million out of AT&T. Do you think I got this company has that type of money to give out over a dispute? No, just give him the damn plan, let him be on his merry way, and that's it.
I get it. Don't worry. I will put in the word, and we will surely get back to you. We'll try to get back to you.
Well, like I said, they could call this number. I have that line turned off because I don't have no purpose for it. If it doesn't have data, I don't have no purpose for it. I hardly talk on the phone. Everything is through the internet. I hardly talk on the phone. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, everything I do is internet based. So
Understand.
they can like I said, they could give me a call and see why they're stopping you from doing the right thing. I don't have time to reply to no email or none of that. Especially when
I
they're not even giving you an explanation. All they're saying is, "Oh, give them $20, just get them off the phone." I don't think so because that's not what they're going to be able to say to the Department of Consumer Affairs in New Jersey. Or just tell them anything because it could turn into a lawsuit.
I get that, sir. Don't worry. I will put in the word.
Yeah. So like I said, if they don't want to talk to me, then they can have you again. Just be like, oh, reach out to him on his boost number, whatever number he called from, and you can tell him this and this and that. But they got 24 hours to come up to a decision before I go ahead and go to that office because it's right here in Trenton, New Jersey. I could go to the office on Bridge Street, which is not even that far from my house, probably like 16 blocks away from my house, and go to that office and file a formal complaint against them.
I get it.
So it would be basically
Don't
on
worry.
US
As I
Mobile.
mentioned, I will definitely pass on the word.
All right. So, like I said, they got
Well,
today.
anything.
Today is what? Tuesday. So by Thursday, I will be expecting a phone call. So I'm giving them a
Hopefully, sir.
whole 20. It's
I'm
not,
going to try my best.
like I said, it's not really hopefully because, like I said, if I get over to that department, things are going to get ugly. I'm telling you
I
in
get it.
advance. If they want to play games, and look, I'm going to let you hear what Gemini is going to say. So that could be recorded. So I just want you to listen. That's all I want you to do. All I want you to do is listen because they think things are a joke and they're not a joke. Where's Gemini at?
I
Oh, no,
get
over
it.
here.
Don't worry. I will do that. I will try my best, sir.
No, no, but hold on because I want them to hear this because I know they got the power to listen to this phone call. I know they got the power to pull up this phone call and listen to it.
Okay.
Gemini, what was the reason that AT&T got sued by the New Jersey Department of Customer Affairs? And how much?
The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs, DCA, operating under the state's Attorney General, has been involved in several significant legal actions and settlements against AT&T. While there isn't one single lawsuit but rather a series of multi-state settlements, the most prominent reasons for these actions include 1. Deceptive advertising of unlimited data and free phones, 2024. In May 2024, New Jersey joined 49 other states in a $10.25 million settlement with AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. The investigation found that the carriers used misleading marketing tactics, specifically unlimited data, advertising plans as unlimited when they actually had hidden caps or throttling, slowing down speeds after a certain amount of use, free devices, offering free.
There you go. And that's exactly what you guys did to me. Throttled the speed and didn't let me know that you guys would throttle the speed after 30 gigs. You see? So you guys fall right into that line. So there you go. You heard Gemini. So they got 24 hours to respond, because I'm gonna let you hear what Gemini says. Okay. Gemini, if US Mobile didn't imply to me that the 30 gig free trial of their free 30-day free trial, and I ported my number over from Mobile X, which I spent money on, and now they depleted my internet to non-usable, what can that department do to US Mobile?
The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs, DCA, has significant authority to protect you in situations like this. Since you are in Trenton, you fall directly under their jurisdiction regarding the New Jersey Consumer Fraud Act, CFA, which is one of the strongest consumer protection laws in the country. If US Mobile advertised a 30-day free trial but failed to clearly disclose the terms, especially if they depleted your data to the point of being unusable after you ported from a paid service like Mobile X, the DCA can take several actions. 1. Investigation into deceptive advertising. The DCA can investigate whether US Mobile's promotion constitutes a bait and switch or misrepresentation. The rule. Under NJ law, if a company offers something for free, all conditions and limitations must be clearly and conspicuously disclosed. Action. If the DCA finds that the 30 gigabytes limit was hidden or that the unusable speeds after depletion weren't disclosed, they can sue the company for unconscionable commercial practices. 2. Imposing heavy fines. The DCA doesn't just ask for an apology, they have the power to hit companies with substantial financial penalties. Penalties. For a first violation of the Consumer Fraud Act, the state can fine a company up to $10,000. Subsequent violations can reach *20,000 each. Impact. Since these issues often affect many people, the DCA can bundle these into a larger action, similar to the AT&T settlement mentioned previously. 3. Mediation and restitution. The DCA operates an Office of Consumer Protection that can mediate your specific case. Refunds. They can push US Mobile to provide restitution. Since you spent money on Mobile X and lost that service value by porting over based on US Mobile's claims, the DCA can demand that US Mobile compensate you for those lost costs. Corrective action. They can force the company to change its advertising or clarify its trial terms so other customers aren't misled. 4. Cease and desist orders. If the DCA finds the trial's terms are intentionally misleading, they can issue an order for US Mobile to stop the promotion entirely within the state of New Jersey until the marketing is corrected. What you should do now. Since you've already seen how the DCA handled AT&T, you can use the same path for US Mobile. Actually, hold on, let me start over. The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs, DCA, has significant authority to protect you in situations like this. Since you are in Trenton, you fall directly under their jurisdiction regarding the.
So there you go. You could let them listen to this. You heard what Gemini said, the law in New Jersey. I could come for you guys. I can sue you guys, and this could go a whole different route. So if they don't want to give me the month for free, I'm taking this route. So there you go. Everything has been recorded because I'm live streaming right now. Like I told you earlier, I've been live since the beginning of these phone calls. So everything is recorded on my end. Everything is recorded on your end. And you just heard the law in New Jersey with the DCA. So if they don't want problems with the DCA, they better do what's right. Because if not, I'm filing under the Fraud Act, Defrauding and Bait Switch Act in the state of New Jersey.
I will put in the work. We will try to get back to you. I'll try my best, sir.
Okay, well, just let them listen to this. I'm not joking. You heard what happened to AT&T. I'm not joking. I'm not playing with none of you companies. Okay, so you let them listen to this whole conversation and let them speed it up that they want to where Gemini is talking, and they can listen to what happens, because I'm pretty sure they would be losing their job if I take this route. Because your CEO is going to be like, we could have avoided that. What the hell does YouTuber Alex Rawtalk want? A freaking $44. You guys are costing me 10 to 20 to 50 grand now over $44. You are fired. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I understand, sir.
Okay, so you can let them listen to this. And like I said, I don't want no little cheap ass plan. I want the premium plan. And all I'm asking for is 1 month. And that's exactly what the DCA is going to say. All he was asking for was 1 month for repercussions for lying and not telling him the full terms and being deceptive on not telling him the full terms of that plan that he would have no data. Okay, so that's all you need to tell them. That's all you I want you to tell them. And you have a beautiful rest of your day. And like I said, if I don't receive no call by Friday the latest, I'm getting in contact with them.
I understand.
So they got 48 hours to come to a conclusion because I'm not playing. They're not gonna sit here and brush me off. They're messing with the wrong person in the wrong state that protects me as a consumer of any. It's not just you guys. They freaking banks could get in trouble for being deceptive. Anybody. It's consumer laws in the state of New Jersey. So I don't think you guys want to have to pay me 20 grand like right here. It says DCA will grant you up to $20,000 from US Mobile for deception and lies and defrauding and bait and switch. So I don't think your CEO is going to want this to turn into a $20,000 thing, something that could be just $44 and get me in my merry way. I don't think no company wants to lose 20,000 over $44. That makes no damn sense. Because I know I wouldn't. Like, yo, give them that shit. If I was that department you're talking to, gave them the damn $40. Yo, just give it to them. Give it to them. We don't want no problems with that, sir, with the DCA. Give it to them.
I get it, sir.
But that's it. That's all I had to say. You enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, this is out of your control, but now they can listen to this phone call. And like I said, you can let them know I'm live streaming right now. I would hear. Oh no! Come on, OG Tech. It's I can't do nothing. It's not her. It's the other department that's being douchebags. It's not her. She's doing her job. She's putting me on hold and trying to get in contact with them. So guys, it's not her fault. I'm not gonna sit here and curse at her. That's why they say that you gotta email them, guys. Oscar and all you guys, Jimmy, Joseph, all you guys that are watching this live stream. That's the reason why she's saying they want to because they do shit like this. That's what I hate. They get paid more than customer care, but then they don't want to talk to customers because they know I got the right to curse them out right now. You know what I'm saying? And how the hell I'm gonna get lied to on a recorded line and then they're trying to brush it under the rug. Oh, give them $20, yo. Tell them the other plan, the cheap plan. Nah. Why do you think Boost Mobile doesn't offer unlimited data and they're giving me unlimited data right now on the $50 Boost Mobile plan when their own terms and conditions says we throttle you down to 512 kilobytes because they don't want a lawsuit. That's the reason. you know, Boost Mobile knows better. They know about the DCA, but US Mobile doesn't know about the DCA. They want to find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? T-Mobile knows, AT&T knows, Boost Mobile knows, every other carrier that services the whole state of New Jersey knows what the DCA is and how much trouble they could get into for bait and switch. It's called bait and switch and defrauding a customer. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys already I showed you guys on the live stream. You want me to turn on the line again? Look, I'll turn on the visible line right now. I'll show you guys again on the live stream. Look at how I have no data. I can't even load up freaking Instagram. It says no internet connection. You know what I'm saying? Because all this could be used in the court of law. Like I said, there's even lawyers. You guys see me Google it last time. There's lawyers that work with the DCA to sue the cell phone company that defrauded the customer. So it could even end up me getting more than $20,000. At that point, I'll be like, I'm staying home. I just got 20 grand for free just because a company didn't want to do their job.
I understand, sir. I totally get your point here, but I
So
would still say the same thing. If on a free trial, during the activation process, if the data would have been unlimited, it would have been mentioned on there.
no, no, but the thing is that I called.
Uh-huh.
The important thing here is, Miss, like I told Gemini, is that I called you guys. You guys are all
I
supposed to
get
be
it.
on the same page. There's no excuses. That's like me
I
where
totally
I work
understand.
at as an armed security officer, right? In the building, I'm supposed to know who can go in there, who can't go in there, everything else that other security officers know. I'm not supposed to be dumbfounded and be like, oh no, I don't really know this, but it's okay. I'll still tell you this information. No, if I don't know the information, boom, boom, boom. Yo, bro, what's up? I know you're busy and you're on another site, but this customer is asking me this information that I don't know, and you're my supervisor. So, how do you want me to handle this? You want me to give him my phone so you can talk to the customer, or how? What am I supposed to say in this situation? And I have my supervisor tell me what I'm supposed to say, or like, Alex, put him on the phone. Here you go. Here you go, sir or ma'am. And they talk to my supervisor, not just say, yeah, we're gonna slow you down to data that you can still use Instagram and YouTube and all this other stuff like that person did on the phone call. And that's where you get yourself in trouble, because as your own rep, as a US mobile rep. Like I said, I was live streaming that day, like I'm live streaming now. So there's no way you guys can get yourself out of this, because I could play the live stream for the DSA, and I could have them watch the live stream because it's on my YouTube channel. You know
I
what I'm saying?
understand
So
that. As like,
they
yeah,
take that as
as like,
proof. And under the court of law in the New Jersey courthouse, they would take that into consideration too. Because your rep knew I was live streaming. I always, even though the state of New Jersey, I don't have to say nothing. The law in New Jersey, I don't have to say nothing that I'm recording you right now. And I'm protected by the law in New Jersey. But I choose to still say something because I want to. Because that way you guys can't say, oh, entrapment. He didn't say he was live. There's no entrapment because I said I was live streaming. You get what I'm saying? So your department, I'm allowed to curse and call them douchebags if I want to, because I hate people that don't want to talk on the phone but want to get paid more money than people that that talk on the phone. That's like my supervisor not wanting to do nothing, but he still gets paid more than me. You think I would be happy? No, no. Every problem I ever had, he comes up right away. Yo, bro, I need you here. Okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes, bro. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be there. That's it. I don't. He doesn't sit
I
there and play games and say, "No, tell him this and tell him," and no, or he'll just text me. Well, tell the customer this. No, no, no. If you're getting paid more than me, then when I need you, you need to show up. You need to show up, and that's what that department is not doing. Because it's not. If I started cursing you out right now, they'll be like, "Oh, you see, he just crashed out on her and went all ballistic because of this." So I'm keeping my cool, so that way, if I do take U.S. Mobile to court, they're like, "No, Alex acted professional." Oh wow, he called him a douchebag. He's upset. He has every right to be upset. Your rep told him that the internet wasn't gonna go to shit like it did, and it did. You know what I'm saying? And you guys were supposed to be, it's like he said, just like every security officer at his job knows the same rules, you guys are supposed to know the same rules and policies. If not, you need to retrain your customer care. End of story. There's no excuses. There's no jail free card here. And that's what
I
that
understand.
department needs to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Not to play with
Do
me,
not worry.
especially
I
me.
will.
Like I said, if they want to look on my YouTube channel, they're more than welcome. Alex Rawtech. Alex Rawtech. They could even Google me. I'm on Google. Google me right now if you want to on your phone, and you'll see my face pops up and my YouTube channel. So that's the easiest way. Put me on Google search and put Alex space Rawtech as one word, Rawtch, all as one word, and Alex separate. And you're gonna find me right away because I Googled myself yesterday and I popped up right up because I'm the only YouTuber with the name. That's like on Instagram. I'm the only one with the name. Facebook, I'm the only one with the name. I'll pop up right away. My social medias pop up right away on Google. So I'm not joking. And when they see the 54,350 subscribers I got, they know I'm not the one to play with. Not the one to play with. Like I told you, like I'm telling my subscribers, Boost Mobile doesn't have truly unlimited data, and they're giving me truly unlimited data because they don't want a lawsuit with the DCA. You know what I'm saying? Because of defrauding. They were giving me zero. They were giving me the same speeds you guys are giving me right now last year. They were giving me 0 megs. I couldn't even load Snapchat, Facebook, or anything with my Boost Mobile phone. And after this year, I told them I would contact the DCA. What? All of a sudden, my data with Boost Mobile is completely unlimited. And that was with the higher ups. I told the girl, just contact them, let them know I'm not joking. And they didn't play games like your higher ups are doing. They said, give them the damn unlimited data. Even we'll eat the cost. That unlimited data is going to cost less than a $10 million lawsuit. Give them the damn unlimited data. Switch them to T-Mobile and give them unlimited data. That's what they did. They switched me from AT&T. They sent me the eSIM. I downloaded with Wi-Fi back onto my Boost mobile line, and now I got unlimited data. So they could see for themselves. That's what I'm telling you. Look up my channel. Let them see my channel. Let them see how Boost, because I recorded Boost, is on a live stream, and they can see how Boost reacted to the DSA. So they could smarten up, which Boost has more money than you guys and more subscribers than you guys. So they could smarten up and know that $44 ain't shit compared to 10.5 million. So that department better smarten up. Like I said, so I'll be waiting a phone call from you guys. The latest Friday. And like I said, if Friday doesn't come, then I'll wait till Monday and I'll go straight to that department. Like I said, it's here in Trenton.
I
You heard
get it.
Gemini said it, and you guys are gonna be in worse trouble than just $44. So I advise them
Okay,
to
sure.
give up the
Go ahead.
$44 instead of
Can you
becoming
just give
fines.
me like few minutes? I think I'm just getting one update from my team. If you can just give me like few minutes,
Okay.
I just want to check on that, and I'm gonna write back with you. Okay, just
Okay.
stay with me.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
There you go. You see, they're listening to the phone call, guys. I gave them the channel. They Googled me. Told you. They Googled me, guys. They was like, hold up. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, shit. He is right. Let's get this dude off the damn phone. I bet any amount of money she comes back and she says, yes, we're giving you the free month. I'll bet any amount of money. You see how all the Sunny they hand her up? I'm not gonna curse her out, guys. Guys, listen, cursing out reps is not my thing
Thank you so much for
anymore.
holding patiently onto the line.
Yes.
My team just got back to me, and well, what we can do for you is, how about we can provide you with this unlimited starter plan for free for this month. How about that,
No,
sir?
I don't know. I said the premium plan, not the starter plan. Not gonna agree to that.
I and
That's not what I got right now. Do I have the starter plan? Do I have the free trial? Is it the starter plan or the premium plan?
sir, it's a free trial. It's
No,
neither
but
the
and
premium nor the starter.
well, that's not what I was told by previous reps that I talked to on the phone. They said the free trials on the premium plan, but it's just slow. You just got 30 gigs of data. That's all they said, and that's all recorded. Like I said, every live stream I have done, I have talked to you guys on a live stream, so that's all recorded. They never said, this is not a plan that's attached to any one of our plans. They said this is actual the premium plan that you're on. You're just not getting the unlimited data. That's what came out of their mouth. So, like I said, I already told you the $25 plan is not an option. It is not an option. I need truly unlimited data, and I need truly unlimited data on all three. I want to be able to show my subscribers, everyone that's watching right now. What's up, Booker? Everybody that's watching now, Booker, I'm not gonna curse her out, bro. It's not hers, the other department. Now, if the other department was on the line right now and they were telling me what she was telling me, then yeah, maybe I would have been cursing them out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not her, so I'm not. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Like I already told you guys, cursing people out, OG Tech, Jimmy, Booker, that doesn't help anything, man. You guys know I cursed out T-Mobile in the past because I felt like the rep didn't want to do her job. That's a whole different story. That's what triggers me when I feel like when my job is way stressful than any one of these customer care reps. And you know that. I tell you stories every time I get off of work. This person kirked me out, tried to spit on my face, called me a mother effer, and I had to bite my tongue because I don't want to lose my job or lose my career or lose my license. So that's why, I got to put up with BS. And that's why I get mad at them because, it's over the phone, but she's being nice about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, my subscribers right now are not happy. They're telling me to curse at you because that department keeps lowballing me and telling me to get a $25 plan when, like I said, I'm not agreeing to the $25 plan. I want the $44 is sufficient because I had to pay 27.50 to transfer the number over here. The $25 plan is not sufficient.
I get it. Just give me a moment. Let me get in touch with my team
Done.
once again for
Okay.
that. Just
Oh,
a
I can't
moment,
talk to
okay?
them,
I
OG
would
Tech.
really appreciate your
No
patience,
problem.
sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, OG Tech, they're just writing back to her. They're not gonna talk to me on the phone, bro. They are not gonna talk to me on the phone. And that's how it is in certain cases. I'm serious. Like the only reason in Boost Mobile I got to talk to the girl that was from higher up, the higher up department, was because I threatened them with the DCA, with the New Jersey Department of Customer Affairs. That's the only reason I got to talk to her on the live stream, which you guys heard her voice, and it was because of that. Because that girl is the same department that she has on US Mobile. Remember, Boost was like, no, you can't talk to our offline team. And so she said, yo, bump that. He just mentioned that department. Transfer him over. Transfer him over. Ask him if he's gonna curse me out. Remember? And the dude told me, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna curse her out. And she was cool. Did I curse her out? No, no. She did the right thing though. I was like, okay, so remember, if my speeds on Boost Mobile drop to zero, is a lawsuit. And what she did, truly unlimited data. Truly unlimited data. End the story. I love the state of New Jersey. They got strict laws on these companies to protect us. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey doesn't play. California has it too, though, OG Tech, where you're from in Cali. Cali has the same department. They have the same department.
I'm still working on it, okay? Stay with me.
No problem. Because you guys remember, OG Tech, you were the one saying, Alex, try out US Mobile. They're good, and I think Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy has US Mobile too. Jimmy was like, yeah, man, try out US Mobile is good. A lot of you guys, so that's why I decided to try out US Mobile. The only thing is that I told you guys that I didn't know. And remember, I called on that live stream and I talked to the rep, and the rep didn't say nothing that once I went over the 30 gigs before I even ported the number from Mobile X. Because remember, I showed you guys I have Mobile X on the live stream. Before I even ported the number, remember that rep never told me on the live stream that my data would be non-usable. She never said that. She said, no, yeah, you're gonna get slowed down. That's all she said. You're gonna get slowed down. So I said, okay, well, then that means I'm going to get slowed down to 1 meg, to 15 megs. I don't know. Then I said, okay, then I'm going to do it. And that's when I proceeded to do it. Remember, I told you guys when I stopped the live stream, I was like, look, guys, I got US Mobile now. I'm the Dark Star.
Okay. I'm just waiting for my teams to
Yes,
just get back to me regarding that. So I'm just waiting on it, okay? Stay with me, sir.
no problem. I use
I really appreciate your patience, sir.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, no, bro, guys, you're always going to have, no problem. You're welcome. Guys, you're always going to have a good experience with a company when you know the full details. You know what I'm saying? When they do things correctly. That's when, like with Metro, you guys haven't heard me curse out a Metro rep since 2021 or 2020. Remember when I caught COVID, that lady Kurt got me mad, and the
Okay,
video's still here.
so
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
my team just gave me an update. So we are gonna go ahead and provide you with the unlimited premium plan for a month for free.
All right.
Sounds
Thank
good to
you.
you, sir?
Yes, that sounds great. That's all I wanted.
Okay, wonderful. I'm just gonna go ahead and make the changes onto your account, okay? Just a moment, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So guys, that's why I stayed with Metro all these years. Seriously. That's exactly 28. Just imagine 2018. I've been with Visible and Metro since 2018. We're in 2026. And that's why. Because every time they make a mistake, they fix it. You feel me? When
Okay,
I
sir, I just want to confirm one thing. Do you want it to renew end of cycle or like right now immediately?
um Jesus. In the cycle, that would be the 25th, right?
That is correct.
No, do it immediately because I need to make content for the channel. You can do it to go in effect right
Okay,
now.
I am going ahead and doing it. Just a moment.
Because that way I could do the video I want to make. I want to make Boost Mobile versus US Mobile versus Metro and versus Cricket, guys. So I'm gonna need that big thing I put in the background on top of the table in the dining room. So that way I could, put space out all four of these phones to see who was the fastest. No, like I said, guys, US Mobile's great. Like I said, I just think that they're gonna make more money, right? Instead of giving you guys discounts on the phones, if they give you guys free phones, like like a Moto G 2026, a Moto G Play and stuff like that. They're gonna get more customers too, and they don't lose money on the plan. It's
Okay, sir. Your premium plan is now active on your account, and your
okay.
line is now running on the premium plan.
Oh yeah, I just got the confirmation right here. Thank you so much for fighting for me. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you so much. My subscribers are seeing that you're a great customer care rep. Appreciate you. Espérate, estoy terminando. So I appreciate you so much, and now I can start, using my phone and speak, making the versus videos because that's what I really like to do on YouTube. I like putting the companies against each other, see who's faster, and people actually enjoy that. They actually watch it. But thank you so much. Yeah,
Right.
my speeds are now.
You're
Wow.
welcome, sir.
Hold on. Is this on kilobytes or megabytes? Come on.
She's coming upstairs.
Okay, tell her to give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm about to end.
Sure.
No, no, not you. I'm sorry. I'm talking over
Oh,
here.
okay.
Not you. I'm sorry. I'm talking over here. But yeah, no, no. Now my speeds went back up. My speeds went back up. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for batting
I
out for
am
me and
glad
stuff.
I could help you out, sir.
Yeah, well, you enjoy the rest of your day and no worry. I'll keep recommending
You too. Have a
US
wonderful
Mobile
day ahead.
on my channel like I've been doing.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day,
You
sir.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. There you go. See, if I would have never played the DCS, I mean the Department of Customer Affairs do to companies, I would have never got the first month free. And they know they could have lost their job because if I'm a CEO of a company and all you're giving the person is $44, give them the damn $44. Why are you gonna take this shit to court? Why are you gonna make us go to court, pay for a damn lawyer over $44? You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. And that's exactly what the hell I would do. She is awesome. She is. Hold on. She is. Yeah, she was great, guys. She was definitely great. She was definitely great. But guys, I would love to stay here longer. 3 hours and some change, the longest live streams I have ever done. But tomorrow's my doctor's appointment where I'm gonna find out if I could go back to work or not, and if I need to wear a back brace to help me with the pain and all that. So I'll keep you guys updated. I will make sure that in 2 hours, I'll go downstairs and make the video because my niece wants to go to sleep. She got to go to school tomorrow. So take care. God bless and be safe. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button because I'm not joking. The video that's coming up today will be only subscribers are allowed to comment. Because if you're learning something from me, the least thing you could do is subscribe. Seriously. So if you're not a subscriber, you're not going to be able to comment under my videos or any one of my posts for that matter. Well, I think it's only videos. Yeah, I'm not going to put no commenting for like my community tab and stuff like that. But it's mainly going to be for the videos, the shorts, all that. That's going to be only subscribers of the channel can comment. But yeah, guys, take care. God bless and be safe. And I'm definitely going to catch you guys on the next one, guys. Deuces.